All right. Can you guys hear me? Yes, maybe. Hey, can you hear me, people? All right, loud and clear. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, let's start out. You know what? I didn't even put this into the thing, but let me do that right now. All right. And how did I do this before? God. Okay. This one maybe. Okay. All right, show up. Load up, dude. How's everybody doing? Um, why is this thing on? Which one is this? All right, there it is. All right. Sorry for being late, everybody.
Just Timmons. Yo, I'm the man in charge, triple dip justice, my reach is large, indicting T-Rex arms, yeah they on display, short reach, big mess on a public way, yo. Adjust your antennas, tune in tight, Cossy rules the bench, I'm the law tonight. Be so high, they touch the sky, the joke ain't over, just watch me fly, yeah. Adjust your antennas, tune in tight, Cossy rules the bench, I'm the law tonight. Be so high, they touch the sky, the joke ain't over, just watch me fly, yeah. Advanced years, wisdom stacked, try me once, no turning back. James Jackson ordered, case dismissed. Cossy cheek strikes, you won't resist. Order in the court, the rhythm pounds. Justice echoes, breaking bounds. Prosecutor by day, mic in hand by night. Adjust your antennas, I'm the signal, alright. Antennas, tune in tight. Cossy rules the bench, I'm the law tonight. Be so high, they touch the sky. The joke ain't over, just watch me fly. Yeah, adjust your antennas, tune in tight. Cossy rules the bench.
Here we go. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Let me get this out of here. All right. So, well, we got 58 people in here. All right. Thank you, Miss Jess, for being here on somewhat short notice. Who we got? We got all kinds of people in here. We got nefarious shenanigans. Duh. Okay, hello. Brittany, Lori, Dr. Jen Toxic. That aura. I'm just gonna read it from here. It's a lot easier. Karen McCourt, Tracy Cooley. The Goodmans are here. All right. Good to see you. Ultra Magadog, hello. Brittany Floyd, TC Maylin, Warwick, Rhode Island with an extra I, Tracy Cooley. Karen. If I say your name twice, it's just because I'm stupid. Sarah Helen, in Watara, in Northwest out there. I don't know. Okay. Lois Clark. Back down. Where's everybody calling from? Where are we at? I mean, I hate to go through all the cliche stuff, but where's everybody Where's everybody coming from tonight? I'm sure we have a couple. Illinois, Louisville, Kentucky. Hello from Iowa, New Hampshire. All right. Toronto, New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Pittsburgh, Arizona, Tucson, Jupiter, Florida. Orange County, California. Nice. San Diego, Illinois. NorCal, Jacksonville, Tallahassee. Got some Floridians in the house. Wow. Southeastern Mass, we got one there. Shirley, Mass. Winchester, New Hampshire. That's good. Shirley, Mass, right near the Max. So, Santa's sleigh, always a good place to be on Christmas Eve. You're probably going to do all right. New Jersey, Edina, Minnesota. Oh, no. Okay. That's not a place. But yeah, good to see everybody. Wow. All of a sudden, 80 people in here. Very good. I didn't think, when I was on the glare way earlier, I kind of floated this idea out there, and there were at least a handful of people that said that they would, not that you're necessarily like alone on Christmas, but you'd be around, but I get nothing going on for Christmas, man. My my parents both passed in 2016 at different times. They weren't like, it wasn't a thing. Different times. And my brother lives like 3.5 hours away, and my daughter lives in Florida. So that's it. I'm just chilling, just here by myself. And I'm like, well, I'll probably get like 10 people in here who have nothing going on or nothing to do. But come to find out, it's more, there's more people in your situation than you always think, right? It's just the way it goes. I mean, whatever it may be. I mean, you end up bringing whatever thing you have going on up, and there's always people like, yeah, I'm, a lot of the times there's many people, like, yeah, I got the same thing going on. So, yeah, so helium bread load teas. I'm stuck alone with the flu. A friend of mine lives in Maine, and he's got COVID. I was like, what? That's still a thing? I mean, of course it's still a thing, but you just don't hear it much these days, So, yeah, my dog passed. Yeah, Brittany Floyd. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, yeah, it is a tough times, and it's a tough time of year. I am coming fresh off a double root canal yesterday. So I also have like a Band-Aid on my face because looks like somebody shot me in the face. So, so I got that going on. So yeah, I'm a little roughed up. It's super cold out tonight. I don't know. It's like it's probably like 20 or something like that. Anyways, but yeah, I got lucky with the root canal, the double root canal, because it didn't hurt at all. I mean, from the time they put the numb stuff in that you bite down on at the beginning, all the way through, and they were like, there was, the dentist and then his assistant, and he's like spraying down everything because the guy was drilling, and this smoke coming out of my mouth, and I'm like, oh man, this is not going to be good later. And I just waited. I was just waiting for the Novocaine to wear off, and eventually it did. And I'm like, oh man, this is going to suck. And it didn't at all. I mean, at all. I didn't have to take an Advil. Nothing. I didn't have to take anything. It was, the guy was a pro. You know, he was an older dude too, man, but he was good. He knew exactly what was going on. I mean, obviously, right? Can't be in there screwing around with people's mouths if you don't know what you're doing. So, anyways, what do I don't have much of a presentation. But what I did want to find is, so I went on the glare, like, I don't know, it was like probably like my fourth call into him. And I never went back and screen recorded it. So I spent like an hour or like an hour and a half earlier going through, like, because I know right around the time I did the first one. So I had to go through a bunch of them to find it, but I did. I found it. But so you guys, I'll just play that right now. It's not long. I had a little bit of a rap presentation for him. So you guys might notice your name in the live chat replay if you look hard enough. So let me do that.
Hang on while I find the audio present. ZG. Hold on. Because for those of you who didn't hear it, it's delicious. And we're going to play it.
All right. So when the Wilbur was happening, I made a audio presentation because I couldn't get off the island. I couldn't get off work and like go to Boston. And it's just a super pain in the ass. I just couldn't do it. But so I went back and forth with Jimmy a couple times. And he's like, yeah, send me something. But I didn't get it to him because I kept editing it. And which would be fine. But then I would save it. But then every time I saved it, when I went to like email it, like I would every time I edited it, I would send it to myself to see how it would sound like after I emailed it. And none of the editing took after I emailed it. And to this day, I don't know what I was doing. But point being is I didn't get it to him till super late. And he probably couldn't, fit it in there, So anyways, I ended up sending it to Melanie at one point, and she's always been super cool to me because I've made things for her in the past, and like she's kind of a buddy at this point. But anyways, all right.
I just got to pull it up. Sherry D says, thanks for bailing me out of YouTube jail from less than 5,000 to now 128,000 subs. Time flies. We're still going through the same motions. Thanks, Sherry. I'm sorry. I don't know. YouTube's been blocking people like sua sponte without my permission. And so to you out there in the tubes of you, if you have been blocked from my channel for some unknown reason, and you can't see yourself in the chat or your comments aren't showing up and you haven't been a jerk, just email me with a link to your channel. I have to have the link. A screenshot won't do. Your username won't do. I need the link to your actual channel in an email that says blocked in the subject line. And I get 1,000 emails a day Hopefully I'll see it. I'll be able to fix it like I did for Shari. Thanks for gifting a membership. And Ms. Holmes says Cossy G triple dipped and found out he triple dipped. He has like 2 pensions and now he's got the side hustle. And I think the triple dip is not really where he wants to be. Bridget says, looking forward to it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's listen to the Cossy G voicemail. Not really Cosgrove, but he really, really, really sounds like him. All right. Let me know that you can hear it.
The appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove with a prepared presentation for Turtle Dove Andy Kearney. Mr. Kearney, after being dragged out of retirement and assigned to your cases by Yellow Ken Mello, who had an axe to grind and had me over a barrel, I became willing to incarcerate you by any means necessary. For example, 4,000 pages in a motion just to be a rascal and infuriate your attorneys, Mike Bradelo and Tom Betteradle, and indict you on an obviously ridiculous T-Rex arms violation on a public way and leave Will Glera out of it, who is just as complicit. Shout out to Will Glera, by the way. I've had a change of heart recently.
He calls into Will's show all the time. A rascal.
I would actually like to thank you a bit, and here's why. On your presentation recently, you apparently engaged with Miss Gattoni in an upside-down double reverse hucklebuck, which by doing so made her so dopey, she subsequently made a decision to sue me, among others, and by doing so created her own conflict of interest, in which will undoubtedly see me released of my duties in your case. As you know, I'm a man of advanced years, and I will now be free to go square dancing with my wife, gardening, and hopefully get that awful twisted panties out of these bathrooms here at the office. It's just terrible. As a matter of fact, we have Trooper DeChico in there now with his oversized, disgusting lips cleaning up the bathroom. But I digress. I would like to thank you for having me at your...
I've never noticed that DeChico had oversized lips. Anyone? Upside down, double reverse hucklebuck. I don't want to give up his true identity because I love him. He's a longtime viewer. And he's hilarious. Miss Jessica's laughing so hard she's crying. All right, it's hilarious. Hang on. He's so good at this. All right, I just took it back a little bit so you could hear it again.
Recently, you apparently engaged with Miss Gattoni in an upside-down double reverse hucklebuck, which by doing so made her so dopey, she subsequently made a decision to sue me, among others, and by doing so created her own conflict of interest, in which will undoubtedly see me released of my duties in your case. As you know, I'm a man of advanced years, and I will now be free to go square dancing with my wife, gardening, and hopefully get that awful twisted panties out of these bathrooms here at the office. It's just terrible. As a matter of fact, we have Trooper DeChico in there now with his oversized, disgusting lips cleaning up the bathroom. But I digress. I would like to thank you for having me at your theatrical presentation, and also to all your people in attendance within tennis. Just a second, please. I'll be right back. Hello, Miss Gattoni. What can I do for you?
Continues on Thursday because I don't want to go back to jail. That would suck, especially over some bullshit lies. This shit needs to end, man. This shit needs to end. But I got a great attorney and a great defense team.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Take them down, man. I'm not going to jail. Fuck that.
All right, hold on.
Gattoni,
There's a couple of curse words in there. So if you have the children in the room, earmuffs, or if you have me playing on a public TV or in the hospital, I know there's a lot of nurses that watch in the hospital. Shout out to all my nurses who watch in the hospital because I met you at the Wilbur. Kathleen, I do have your email. And like I said, I need the actual link to your channel. There's nothing I can do with just an email. YouTube has weird rules. I don't know why, but that is the way it is.
It's improper.
I know it would be somebody's people would riot. People would be fucking.
Please, Miss Gattoni, this is.
When I was sent to jail for the first time, you guys didn't know about Lindsay Gattoni. You didn't know her. Now you know. Scary one. Near that. Me.
Is that actual? Wait, hold on. What just happened?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't realize this is actually her testimony in court. Um, when she was questioning Turtle Dove. So, anyways, that's where that. I mean, you guys probably know that, but that's where that audio comes from. I'm using it against her in a way. Okay.
Is that actual Lindsay Gattani like a real email from her? I mean, a real voicemail from her? Why did that just stop playing? Or did he have somebody impersonate her voice too? What had happened was just stopped. Hello?
Yeah. Anyways, no, that is her in court, and what she's doing is she is regurgitating Turtle Dove's own words. Like I have a platform, and I'm hell bent against putting these motherfuckers in jail. You know what I mean? Like all of that is she's reciting what he said, right? So I'm doing a kind of a double reverse hucklebuck myself there by like playing. You know what I mean? It's just whatever. She's reciting what he said, and is already in shows. I mean, many times I've heard this same audio, by him in her at this point. I guess whatever. It's her in court testifying, basically. Okay.
Where's Cardi B when you need her? Hello? Well, suffice to say that it's funny. I don't know why it won't play anymore, but it just quit. That's really her voice. Was it a real voicemail that she left for someone? It's crazy. Oh, I think I know what I did. Okay, hang on a second. I think that was my fault. Hold on. We got to hear the end of it because that's the best part. We were like right around here, like 2:15, right? Hello.
This shit needs to end, man. This shit needs to end. But I got a great attorney and a great defense team.
I'm not sure what you're talking
We're
about.
gonna take them down, man. We're not. I already did.
Miss Gattuni,
if they send me,
this is improper.
I know it would be some of these people would riot. People would be fucking.
Please, Miss Gattuni, this is.
When I was sent to jail for the first time, you guys didn't know about Lindsay Gattani. You didn't know her. Now you know. Scary one, near them. Me, I'm the one that knocks, motherfucker. They should be a million times more scared of me than I will ever be.
Miss Gattuni, please.
This is kind of hell bent on putting them all in prison.
Who?
That doesn't scare the shit out of you. What does? And I got a large platform to do it, and I'm fucking smart and savvy.
You have a platform?
You said that too, didn't you?
You know what, Turtle Dove? Forget all this stuff I just said. I can't get her out of here. Thanks a lot, buddy. Good luck with your cases.
I mean, how funny is that? Shout out to Cossy J. She was reading a text from Aiden on her YouTube presentation. Is that what was happening? That's wild. I'm the one that knocks. Yeah, that was great. Wasn't it fantastic? Joanna says, or Joanne, will you be covering the sheriff in the Kentucky trial? Yes, I will. I've covered it before. I know there was a hearing recently. That's something else we probably should catch up on. When is that? Is there a trial date for that trial yet? Because that's still in the early stages. I don't know when that trial is going to be, but yeah, there's some things I think we do need to catch up on that. Mickey Steins, yes. And we were going to go over the interview that Brian Enton did with the woman who came out and said that she used to have sex in chambers with the judge in exchange for leniency. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Mickey Steins. Every time I'm about to do something or cover something new, breaking news happens or something new happens on something that we're already covering. He's under a mental health observation. Well, that's wild, that case. Wild.
All right. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I got people all of a sudden texting me off the hook when I didn't hear a peep from anybody all day. That's how that goes. Anyways, what is this? All right, you need to go. What is? I hate the stuff that pops up on PCs. It drives me nuts. You don't get that on the iPad. I might be. Whoop! Oh shit! Whoop. Okay, see. Case in point, I might be switching to Streamlabs altogether, and just using my iPad because, yeah, Streamlabs, PCs, no, not really. You know, I mean, I understand they they run like everything kind of, but I am not a PC guy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, a lot of people have heard it, a lot of people have not. So anyways, now the next thing is the call that I made to Will that I forgot to screen record and searched high and low for it earlier. And you know, I had to find it. I'm like, man, and I haven't been doing that lately either. But every time he has a call-in show, I mean, I call. So you know, it's going to be hard to miss now. But you know, going back like to August, late August or September was a challenge because he was streaming a lot at that time. It was before all the, the bullshit, and it was right around then, but it was before that. So, anyways, I will play that right now.
This is specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
Specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove, everybody. He's back, folks.
Is this Will Glarer?
This is Will the Glarer, yes.
Okay.
How
So
are
I
you?
apologize in advance that it's very stormy out here. I have connectivity issues with my antenna.
Are you gonna melt if the rain hits you? Special appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove?
Oh, that's ridiculous. No, but I'm inside.
Okay, well, you're inside. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're inside. Are you keeping warm? Because I bet you get real cold real easy. I bet you do.
No, I keep very warm.
Okay.
I burn the money of the Commonwealth in my fireplace. Isn't that how everybody keeps warm?
Apparently in Norfolk County, depending what your job position is, then yes, apparently, yes.
Yeah, I never go cold. I always have that money to burn.
Well, we're glad, man. We're glad. We're glad that you're keeping warm.
I mean, what kind of a question is that?
That's a stupid one, apparently. I apologize. Special appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. I apologize.
That's all right. So just to let you know, I've gone back and I've researched Turtle Boy, Turtle Dove, whatever his name is.
You're prosecuting the guy. How do you not know what his name is? And he's Mr. Media to you, sir.
Oh, he has like 15 different names. Who could keep track?
That he does. I'll give you that. Yeah. Yeah.
Media Papa Daddy, Turtle Boy, A Timothy guy in the woods with a leather jacket. I mean, I can't keep track.
Are you sure you should be talking about this stuff up here? Isn't this a
Well,
conflict of interest?
it's just between you and me.
You're live on my channel. You're live on a live stream, Special appointed
Well,
prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
I don't see how that's possible. That's ridiculous. I mean,
I explained to you how it works already.
okay. So, anyways, I went back and I saw that Turtle Daddy has he used to do freestyles on his show.
Yes, I saw some of those. I don't know if they were freestyle. I'm pretty sure he pre-wrote them, but very good, very good. I mean, very white,
you want to call
very
it.
good.
He procured a few songs,
and he did play them. He performed them on his YouTube presentation.
That's correct. At the expense of other people who got their feelings hurt. But anyway, I made up a song of my own, and it's a rough draft. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, I would love to hear it. Hey, would you guys like to hear Special Appointed Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove perform a song, guys? Yes?
I don't know who you're asking, but did they say yes?
Yes.
All right, give me 1 minute. It's a rough draft. It's not complete.
Okay.
So 1 second, please.
Okay.
I got to set this up.
Okay, set it up, buddy. We'll do that.
Do you hear that?
We do. We can hear it.
Okay, hold on. I gotta wait for my cue.
If you can make the music a little louder, because your voice is going to overlap the music, we won't be able to hear it.
Okay.
Such a bootleg operation, by the way. I literally had my phone play a beat into my iPad, and I just, so there's zero production, kind of like this show. All right, sorry.
My name is Bob. I sat on the bench. Turtle is a jerk. Cossy is a wench. I'm specially appointed. My fee is high. I like Will the Glare. He's an okay guy. Cossy G is my rap name. Monty Bev is a stupid dame. No more T-Rex stands in the public way. I'm Cossy G. Listen to what I say. Going down. That's for sure. LTL is a bitch. Vindy is a whore. I got mad skills. Prosecutor. Have no idea. Work on a computer. Cossy G is my name. That's all I got.
It's beautiful. That was amazing. Special appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
Amazing rap.
Motherfucking rock star, y'all.
It's an unfinished rap. I plan to finish it.
Excellent. Absolutely riveting stuff.
All right. Thanks for having me on your YouTube presentation.
It's a
right.
pleasure to have you as always. Special appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove, everybody.
And by the way, just before I leave, my rap name is MC Cossy G.
MC Cossy G, everybody. MC Cossy G, everybody. All right. Special appointed prosecutor.
That's my hip hop rap name, and I prefer to be called as such when I'm making a presentation.
Okay, that's probably not going to happen. Special appointed prosecutor MC Cossy G, only for this one time. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for calling.
Thanks on you.
Yeah, have a good night.
We love special appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove here on the Glare YouTube presentation. Holy shit.
Yeah, and I love the antenna people. But that was the first time I would debut MC Cossy G. I wasn't MC Cossy G before that. I was just specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove before that. And he said, for just this one time, I will go along with you, but that's probably not going to happen again. Well, here we are. That was in like probably September. Well, a few months later, we're here, and I'm MC Cossy G, and it's Christmas Eve, and wow, there's 153 people in here. Look at that. So, wow, that was crazy. I didn't see that one coming, not even a mile away. Crazy, crazy. Damn. I don't have much of a presentation. Does anybody, I mean, I can dig something up. I've been meaning to go over the Lank thing because I did a deep dive on that a while back, and I was on OB's channel. But it was really late at night. A handful of people saw it. Just might have been there for that. Play another one. What, another call? See, that's the thing. Because in order to do that, it's like this whole rigmarole. I have to send it from. I mean, I can play one from my channel, but I feel like people have seen the ones from my channel. If you haven't, I'll play one. I mean, do you guys want me to play? Actually, I wouldn't even. Can I do that? Like, how would I even do that? I'm not even sure, actually. Yeah, you want it. I mean, the calls are easy enough. I mean, because to play stuff from my channel, I would have to import it into StreamYards, and that it takes like a half hour to do. But hold on. Yeah. Hold on. That's the number. If you guys want to call in, and we'll do Christmas Eve call-ins, we can do that. Because I didn't prepare much of a presentation for you guys. Like, I didn't know what to do, and I had searched so much for that stupid rap one that I had lost. It was just getting lost in the ether, and the more I let it go, I was never going to hear it again. You can play it from your phone if you have it screen recorded. Yeah, I could do that. You want me to do that? I can do that. That or call-ins. It's up to you. What would you rather do? Yeah, typical Cosgrove. Yeah, I mean, how late was I with my response to the Mega Motion? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm known for. Except I don't have a blue Snuggie hanging in back of me right now, but I can get one. I mean, if you want stuff true to form, I mean, I can pin one up real quick. All right, give me a minute. Hold on. Let's don't bite my finger. You want more? Eating the dots. That's what we're doing. Swallow it. Eat it. Bite it. Oh, don't bite my finger. What do you want, more? Spectre the Horseman. Yeah, I'm a Metallica fan up until the Black album. But yeah. So, but a lot of people might not agree with me on that. But like anything before the Black album, yeah, absolutely. All right.
Frat boys that never grew up, and now you have guns and badges. Like, we're not fooled by you.
You said cosplays. That there's somebody backstage who I think you might have some words with.
Oh God!
Did you guys hear that? All right.
I mean, people.
Oh,
Who is this?
Oh no!
Who is this?
Yeah, this is specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
You're talking a little fast today, Cossy. You want something? Usually you don't talk that fast.
Well, I'll slow it down for you then, Turtle.
Oh wow! You got
Sorry.
some characters.
I went to mute
The
it
ones
like
with the Velcro strips. Yeah, why?
They look comfortable, and at least they can't become untied.
Oh yeah, the Velcro. So
Yeah. What bowling alley did you steal those from? You have to return those. You know, you're not supposed to take those with you.
that's not how bowling shoes work, but okay.
How's
Turtles
Mrs.
up giving me a hard
Cosgrove
time.
doing, Specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
She's doing well. She's downstairs.
In the basement still?
That's correct.
Wow.
How do you feel about former special prosecutor Mello, no longer being involved in the fake victim case and possibly soon the McAlbert case? How do you feel about that?
Well, as luck would have it, me and Will Glare had a conversation about this over the past couple of days. And he originally tried to blackmail me. That's why I'm on this case.
Really?
And I call him Yellow Mellow because he's sick and he's yellow. So
Okay.
too soon.
So what do you got up your sleeve for me? Any bail revocations coming up? What's going on? You gonna put me back in jail?
well, just as long as there's no more T-Rex arms on a public way.
We were just kidding around. We were just grab-assing. That's what
I
we call
tried
it.
to
It's
tell him.
grab-assing.
Aiden, I tried to tell him. He doesn't. It's like he can't hear.
Will Glare, did you tell him the story that I told you why I don't appreciate T-Rex arms on a public way?
No, you tell him, man. I don't fucking think about you after I'm done talking to you.
Likewise.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment coming from you.
You do that, especially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
Anyways, Turtle Dove, what happened was...
Tony Turtle Dove? Cosgrove, that's not professional, man.
It's not at all.
So, well, you have several names. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, you got to watch more of my YouTube presentations then, because that's not one of them.
I watched them all, but I'm a man of advanced years.
You are, which makes me wonder why. I mean, why are you doing this? Was two pensions not enough for you?
Well, you know, they call me triple dip.
Yeah.
And
What's wrong with double dip?
well, it's not enough. I mean, 3's better than 2.
I mean, come
I
on.
suppose so, but I mean, you got bills to pay.
That's intuitive,
You got
is it
some
not?
Credit card debt. What's going on? Why are you doing this?
Well, I got a wife in the basement. I mean, you know, there's a lot of expenses.
What is she? What, a Peacock account? I mean, what do you need the money for, pal? Like, what are the expenses? are you guys going on vacation somewhere? What's going on?
As a matter of fact, yes, we're on vacation right now.
Oh, really? Where at? Can you tell me?
Martha's Vineyard.
Okay. Let's see. You're not so nice, but not Nantucket nice. So maybe because Martha's Vineyard's a double dip island. Nantucket's really the triple dip. Maybe that's why you're doing this.
Nantucket ain't shit.
Oh, geez Louise.
Got a lot of nerve going after the vineyard. You know what I mean? When you take vacations in Truro. All right? I'm just saying. But actually, you know what? Truro is like my favorite place on the planet. So he's got a point there. And but Nantucket's too it's expensive just for the sake of being expensive. I feel like Martha's Vineyard's better, but anyways, go ahead.
Spicy Cosgrove.
Spicy Cosgrove.
That is a side of you I've never seen before.
How did you manage to work the StreamYard, specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cossy?
That's a really good question because I still don't
I
fucking.
have 3 or 4 antennas up in here right now.
3 or 4 antennas coming up out of your coffin, 6 feet under the ground.
That's correct, Will. Thank you. Everybody's a comedian over there. Okay.
Well, I don't appreciate you trying to, if I'm being serious, I really don't appreciate you trying to revoke my bail twice over nonsense. I mean, that window intimidation thing, you told us that you were not going to file a motion to revoke my bail. And then Krusty Panties or someone contacted you and said he's saying mean things about Elizabeth Proctor. And then I show up and you try to revoke my bail. I mean, what's up with that?
Well, there's a little bit of a story behind that.
Oh.
I call it twisted panties, but
TP for short.
I had a bad lunch that day, and I was a little upset. And twisted panties and Gatoni with we couldn't get him out of the restroom here at the office.
Couldn't get him out of there.
Made me a little bitter.
People had
And
to go.
also, T-Rex sounds in a public way is just unacceptable. My wife broke her hip because of that.
Oh, she did?
That's right.
But no one was out. It was like 10:30 at night. I didn't even know that the camera had audio. We were just, it's like grab assing. It's 2 grown men who had a little too much to drink, stumble out, see a blinking light, do a little comedy show. We didn't know. I didn't know that your clients, the victims and witnesses were listening in on that. You know that, right? Like that's kind of secretly recording someone.
Well, it doesn't help when Chris Albert's calling here every 10 minutes crying the blues.
Why don't you just tell him to fuck off?
Right.
You always have that option.
I mean, I have several times, but he keeps calling back.
He's like an ex.
And Yellow Mellow has me over a barrel.
Well, what's it like? You had that trial with me in June for the violation of the restraining order. It took 3 days, right? And I was acquitted, and I didn't even have to take the stand. And your star witness, Lindsay.
Styling here, you say my poor wife, but she has all the food she needs downstairs. She has electricity. She's in her chair. She has the Snuggie that I hung up behind me at the court hearing everybody's making fun of the other day. That's downstairs as well, so she's warm. Okay, given there's no heat. Okay, I get it. But she does have that. And there's saltines. I think there's saltines down there. So when you say poor wife, I think you're painting a picture that's not accurate.
Tiny there, she didn't really, I guess the judge didn't find her believable or whatever. How do you intend on convicting me with a felony witness intimidation if you couldn't even convict me on a misdemeanor?
Well,
I got to roll, guys. Thanks, Mazza. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah. See you later, Mazza.
All right. You don't talk to him. You leave him alone.
Hey, we're all in this presentation together. Take it easy.
Yeah, but the thing is, man, look, man, I can already hit. Look, I found John DePietro's crowd, and they're saying the same thing about you. Listen to that.
I don't see how there's that many people with antennas there doing that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, Mazza did leave that day, but he's been super cool to me ever since. Like I was like, "Oh, thanks for getting up in the middle of my joke, you fuck." You know what I mean? But I think he just had to go. Every time I go into his chat, he's like, "You're my favorite." You know what I mean? He's super nice to me, so I can't say anything bad about Mazza.
Yeah, that's possible.
All right. So it's speaking of, I got DePietro. So remember I told you that I got that guy emailing him, catfishing him, pretending to be Hank. Remember that a while?
Runkle was basically sleeping at this point. He was catatonic. I think he just get off doing I don't know if he had just I don't know if I'm making that up. He had just done a live like a long live or something like that, but he was super tired. I really like watching his stuff.
Go.
Yeah, yes, I do recall that.
So we got it's continuing. So there's more. It picked up again. So he has. All right. So this is all gonna come out. But and I'm like, can I write about this? Like they're like, no, we're still fucking with them. And somehow DePietro watches my presentations but hasn't heard about this yet. Case, but have not received responses to my voice. Dear blank, I've been trying.
Where is presentation? Sure.
Okay. I've been trying to contact Mr. Brent. He's all. Can I just read this to you? Okay, let me just read this.
Of course.
Okay. So this.
Well, where is presentation? Sure.
Okay.
It's your benefit.
All right. So he is. This is him talking to who he thinks is. He goes a woman. He goes, dear blank. I've been trying to contact Mr. Brennan through his office line regarding the camera read case, but have not received responses to my voicemails. Despite his decision to decline interviews, I am reaching out again following the recent release of FOIA documents, including receipts, which have prompted numerous calls and emails from prosecution witnesses, as well as family and friends of both the witnesses and key family. They report unreturned calls from you and have pressing questions about the expenditures revealed in the documents. So apparently the McAlberts have seen all that money that's been spent, and they're like calling up Hank Brennan. Somehow those offend them, and they want Hank Brennan to do something about it. And then they go, while we've supported Mr. Brennan, his silence and apparent disengagement are concerning, especially individuals await communication. It's time to address this and shift the narrative. Additionally, with Aiden Carney's trial approaching, there is widespread doubt about the state securing a conviction. Many, including myself, strongly believe Mr. Brennan should lead the prosecution to deliver the justice that we feel is necessary.
Redheaded princess, I'm not yet monetized. I only have I don't have the required amount of hours watched to be monetized yet. So I need to stream more. But my stuff is all over the place. If you care to, thank you. But I can't wait till we get memberships and stuff, because that stuff is fun. You know, to have members and stuff. It's cool. But I need like I don't know, like 1,500 more hours, which is really literally a couple lives away. So I'd like to thank everybody for being here and that has already just even watched, because that's what matters. You know, as far as getting monetized. Now, if I stream like 8-hour lives like every day or every other day, I mean, yeah, I guess I could do that. But also, I feel like if you don't have anything going on, just to go on and be like, hey, what's up? Watch my shit. I don't know. It's not really me, but whatever. I'm not saying other people do that. I'm just saying that would be kind of an avenue around that. All right. So
necessary. Thank you. So this is him talking to somebody who he believes works for Hank Brennan. Okay. Telling them that we want you to replace Special Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. And also, why aren't you returning anyone's calls or messages? He hasn't figured out yet that Hank took the money and ran. Like, Hank's fucking out of here, dude. You ain't going to see Hank ever again.
No, he's gone.
I think that's hilarious. What's up, JFK?
Well, if he
I muted him because he had background noise.
Okay.
yeah, this is obviously at a better time. I had not even met JF. Well, I never met him, but I mean, online met JFK yet. So this was right before everything went down.
If he hasn't figured out that he's being played with yet, then I don't know what to tell him. I mean, geez.
Yeah. Well, he wants to take your spot. I mean, that's they all think you're not getting the job done, and they want to replace you with Hanky Brennan.
Don't do me any favors. Please don't. Please do. I'm a man of advanced years.
Can't triple dip then. Can't triple dip if you get benched.
Well, I can be double dip and I can be just fine then.
Okay. Maybe, I mean, you should do that. You're not looking too hot these days. Every time I look, I mean, you look like you have leprosy or something every time I see you.
Well, you know, day at the beach, day yourself, Turtle Dove.
Okay. Spicy Cosgrove tonight, I see.
Yeah, Jesus. Hey, listen, Cossy, specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. We love you. We appreciate you, even though you suck and you need to drop those charges. Go
Well,
to bed.
That was uncalled for. We don't talk like that to each other.
Shut up.
Going up for your people over here.
Give Mrs.
By the way, JFK, John F.
Blair.
Kennedy, good to meet you.
Oh, wait. Let me unmute my man. There we
Nice
go.
to meet you, buddy. Nice to meet you, great friend.
Good
That's
to
a
meet
while.
you.
Used to be a judge, right? What
Great
happened?
friend.
Well, I triple and now I triple dip. That was double dip. Now I triple dip.
Okay. Get your money. Get your money, I guess.
Yeah, I got to get that paper.
Absolutely.
What
Get it.
fucking planet am I on right now, bro?
Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Oh, shit.
All right, I'm getting you out of here, specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. Give Mrs. Cosgrove a good for me, all right?
Yeah, I always do, Will Glare. Thanks for having me on your presentation.
It's great to have you on my presentation, as always, sir. Have a good one, buddy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
JFK is in the house, y'all. People. Give it up.
Yeah, peace. Peace. How you doing, Mr. Runkle? How we feeling, brother?
Tired, but doing pretty well overall. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right, hanging in there. TB the King, what up, bro?
Runkle, you're doing way better than him, buddy. You're doing way better than him, for sure. Anyways, hope you guys like that. Yeah, and then literally, a day or two later, I'm not getting into it, but you guys know how it went. I'm not gonna. No, that's not why I came on here tonight. Wait, what was that? Oh, thank you. That's nice of you, but don't torture yourself doing that. Yeah, God. Yes, this is true. Oh yeah, Mr. Monks. Yeah, 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 yeah. Which reminds me, um, wasn't Brian doing a thing on Trooper Paul tonight? Was that tonight? Let me look at that because Mr. Monk's understudy made a very good point earlier, and of course it was in my favor, but you know it was a good point. Well, thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck, very much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Merry Christmas, man. He was complaining about people stealing his content, really? What content? About the trial? He was still trashing him on that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just saw that he was going to be doing a thing earlier. I wouldn't be laughing too hard at Trooper Paul. I mean, he kind of fooled everybody, didn't he? He almost hemmed Karen Reed up for a long time. That's what he did. I mean, whether you believe that or not, I mean, I did a presentation the other day in which it's really super plain to see that 1162 could not have happened the way they say. It's not complicated at all. It's like counting backwards. Simple. So you can laugh at him, and I mean, he was ridiculous at times, but he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. All right, let me get rid of this. Oh yeah, apparently he already did it. An hour and 50 minutes worth. I mean, he's kind of super litigious these days. Do I dare pull it up and comment on it? Well, mine will get stuck, like no matter what. What do you, all right. So give me 1 second here. Isn't there which thing is the poll thing under? Style, isn't it under style? Is it under banners? Banner. All right. I'll stop the SD music. I just figured while I'm looking for this.
Yeah. Just Andrew Timmons.
I know there's a goddamn thing in
I'm the man in
here
charge, triple dip justice. My reach is large, indicting T-Rex arms. Yeah, they on display. Short reach, big mess on a public way. Yo,
if you guys want to call in, put ones. If you want me to try to listen to the Brian thing, the Super Bowl thing, put in the two.
Cossy rules the bench, I'm the law tonight. Be so high, they clutch the sky. The joke ain't over, just watch me fly. Yeah, advanced years, wisdom stacked. Try me once, no turning back. James Jackson ordered, case dismissed. Cossy cheek strikes, you won't resist. Yo. Order in the court, the rhythm pounds. Justice echoes, breaking bounds. Prosecutor by day, mic in hand by night. Adjust your antennas, I'm the
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, right?
Cossy rules the bench, I'm the law tonight.
Oh.
Be so high, they touch the sky. The joke ain't over, just watch me fly. Yeah, adjust your antennas. Tune in.
All right. Sorry. You guys couldn't hear me at all? All right. So that's a learning curve. Okay. Anyways, you guys want to call in, put in ones. You want me to look into going over the Brian thing, put in not the Brian thing, but the Trooper Paul thing, put in number 2. You could hear me. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on a minute. No. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna try to load this into StreamYard, and I'm going to leave you with this.
Okay, let's ignore the 2 seconds.
Okay.
That's not what we're doing.
Okay.
All right. Let's assume that it's an old-fashioned type of key.
Okay.
Halfway on, the electricity is on. It's like it used to be called ACC.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
That's a key cycle, correct?
For that intents and purposes, yes. But this vehicle's not a key cycle, so it's not a thing.
The key necessarily includes the precursor key cycle, correct? Even though every key cycle might not include. If your testing occurred at key cycle 1164, that means you turned the engine on, the ignition on to start your testing, correct?
Correct.
And that triggering event that we see up there at 1164 initiated your testing. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. So that 1164 is where that's where there's no more unknowns, in other words. Right? You know exactly where the car is, who's in the car, who turned the car on, and what the triggering events were, and what they reflected, because you did it, correct?
Correct.
It's you.
Yes.
So that would be the cornerstone, basically, of your entire analysis of key cycles.
Say again?
The cornerstone. In other words, the one known that is immovable, it's immutable, is 1164 began your testing. Is that right?
Objection.
Is that right? I'm going to allow the question.
Yeah, that's when the car was in state custody.
All right. So starting at 1164 and counting backward, before you started your testing, you know that the SUV had to be started, the ignition had to be turned over, and it was driven to the Sally Port in Canton at 5:31 p.m. from a tow truck on January 29th, correct?
I didn't know that.
You did or did not?
Did not know that.
Okay. Assuming that the car had to be started and put on a tow truck, that would be key cycle what?
I don't know how. I can't speak to the fact that recorded a key cycle at that time.
I can't hear you.
I can't speak to the fact that we record a key cycle at that time.
Okay. If the car was turned on and driven onto a tow truck, would that be a key cycle?
I don't know because these keys record different ways, so I can't speak to how or why it did not record on there. All I can speak to is that those are the key cycles. The odometer mileage is more what I was going after on this whole thing.
Trooper Paul, you just said unequivocally, when a car is turned on and then turned off, there's a key cycle.
I said when the car without the ignition on, that's a key cycle.
Right.
That's correct.
That's what I mean, when it's turned on, when the engine turns on.
That's the definition of what it is. I can't speak to why it didn't go on, why it did not record.
Well, let's talk about the ignition cycles.
Okay.
Before 1164. Okay?
Okay.
Obviously, the car had to get to Canton PD because you saw it there, correct?
Correct.
Assume for purposes of my question, the car was turned on, and there's a video of it turning on, driving up onto a flatbed tow truck.
Yes.
That would be ignition cycle, I'm going to use your word, key cycle, ignition cycle, 1163, correct?
Again, ignition cycle, key cycles are two different things.
Which word do you want me to use?
If you want to talk about key cycles, key cycles. If you want to talk about ignition cycles, it's ignition cycles when the vehicle gets turned on. A key cycle does not mean to be turned on.
But every single ignition cycle includes a key cycle. You can't have an ignition cycle without a key cycle, correct?
Well, if you want to talk about it, just use the key cycles or ignition cycles. I'm trying to make sure this gets out. I'm trying to make sure that this gets put out the correct way.
Every ignition cycle includes a key cycle, correct?
In a sense.
By definition, it has to, right?
It doesn't have to. They record multiple different ways.
You can have an ignition cycle without a key cycle.
I don't know how it recorded, but it could happen.
Explain that. How could that possibly happen?
Because a key cycle is when it turns on, not engine running, and then turns off.
Okay, so work with me here.
Ignition cycle is when it turns on, engine running for 2 seconds, and then comes off.
Okay, so.
For the 2 seconds, if it's not on long enough, it might not record one.
Okay, let's ignore the 2 seconds.
Okay.
That's not what we're doing.
Okay.
All right. Let's assume that it's an old-fashioned type of key.
Okay.
Halfway on, the electricity is on. It's like it used to be called ACC.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
That's a key cycle, correct?
For that intents and purposes, yes. This vehicle's not a key cycle, so not a thing.
Keep turning,
Okay.
and that turns the engine on, right?
It turns engine on, correct.
An ignition cycle, right?
Yes. Well, then turns off.
So ignition cycle necessarily includes the precursor key cycle, correct? Even though every key cycle might not include an ignition cycle. Would you agree with that?
In that scenario, yes.
Fine. Okay, with that definition, I want to talk about ignition cycles because I don't want to get confused about accessories. Just assume the engine.
Okay.
Turns on, right?
Okay.
If you started your testing at 1164, then if the engine was turned on, thereby indicating initiating a key cycle, driving the car onto a flatbed truck, and then hauling it over to Canton PD, that would be key cycle 1163 in that hypothetical, correct?
It could be.
Okay. Then going backward from there, if the SUV was, I'm sorry, let me add one event that I just forgot. It had to get off the tow truck in Canton and be driven into the Sally Port. Did you ever see that video?
No.
Being driven in?
No.
If there was a video showing that the car was actually driven into the Sally Port, that would necessarily be a key cycle, correct?
Possibly.
Okay, so that would be key cycle 1163. My mistake, I was missing one, right?
Okay.
Before that, if the car was turned on and driven onto the flatbed to get to Canton, that would be key cycle 1162 in order, correct? We're going back.
It's possible.
All right. Before that, if the car was started and the car was driven from One Meadows Avenue to Karen Reed's parents' home in Dighton, that would be another key cycle, 1161, correct?
They're possible.
Before that, if the SUV was started and driven by Miss Reed from the garage at John O'Keefe's house to Jennifer McCabe's house at 5:07 in the morning, that would be another key cycle, correct? 1160. Is that right?
It's possible.
And before that, if the SUV was started and driven by Ms. Reed to the waterfall, from the waterfall to 34 Fairview at approximately 12:15 a.m., that would be another key cycle, 11:59, right?
It's possible.
I want to be clear. The reason that these numbers skip in your diagram, they don't go directly in order, right? Not every single number is in order on this left-hand column, because this is only a diagram of when triggering events occur, right?
Yes.
Something unusual about the operation of the vehicle, correct?
Yes.
And it's clear that from the data, there was no triggering event at key cycle 1159, was there?
No.
So assuming the driving events that I just told you, right? Assuming for purposes of my question, that the driving events started at 11:59, driving over to 34 Fairview from the waterfall. Then driving at 5:07 in the morning over to Jim McCabe's house, 11:60. Then driving to Dighton, her parents' house, 11:61. Then the car being seized in Dighton by Trooper Proctor, 11:62. Then the car being taken off the flatbed and driven into the Sallyport at Canton, 11:63. Your testing starts at 11:64. That would mean that at 11:62, that key cycle would include the time in which Trooper Proctor had possession of that car, correct?
No.
Assuming my hypothetical.
Your hypothetical?
Yes.
If that's hypothetically how it works, then yes.
Then what?
If that's hypothetically how it works, then yes.
On June 9th, 2022, you were asked by a grand jury whether you knew or had done any scientific testing to determine the distance a body would actually travel struck by a vehicle. Remember that?
Not that specifically. Not in that way.
Do you remember answering that you had not, I'm just paraphrasing, that you had not done you hadn't finished your report yet?
Why don't you show him? He said he didn't remember it that way.
Take a look at middle of the page. Your answer starts at about line 12, but the question above it is probably informative. You were asked, does that remind you that you were asked by a grand juror if you could calculate how far a body would move having been struck by a vehicle?
Yes.
And you indicated, quote, yeah, there's certain calculations we can do with that, but figure out if the car backed up, hit somebody, and then they go a certain amount of distance, and it's based on miles per hour, the speed of the vehicle, the striking vehicle, and stuff. Remember saying that?
Yes.
What did you mean by stuff?
I don't know.
You said that the calculations would be based on miles per hour and stuff. Did you ever do any stuff to test that? That's the grand juror's question.
No, we cannot calculate anything from this collision.
Say that one more time.
We cannot calculate anything from this collision.
Who's we?
Me. The role me.
Well, you know John O'Keefe's weight, right?
What's that?
You know John O'Keefe's weight, 217 pounds, right?
Yes.
Did you know that?
I don't know his weight, no.
You know the weight of the vehicle?
Yes.
What's the weight of the vehicle, gross weight?
What's the gross weight?
Yeah.
I think it's approximately 7,300 pounds.
Okay. Were you able to calculate the mass of the vehicle?
I did not calculate the mass of the vehicle.
Well, you told the grand jury that you were planning on doing that kind of stuff to calculate how far a person would travel being struck at that speed with a car of that weight. You didn't do those calculations?
No, because the calculations would vastly underestimate the speed of the vehicle.
You testified, again, my report isn't done yet. I'm going to look into it. I'm looking into all that stuff, end quote, correct?
Yes.
There's that word again. It's been more than 2 years since that statement at the grand jury. Is your report finished?
Yes, it is.
Did you engage in any of those calculations?
I looked into it. This type of collision I would not be able to use the formulas for this type of collision.
Well, let's talk about those formulas. How would you calculate how far a body at rest would travel after being struck by an object in motion? How would you calculate that?
In pedestrian collisions, I use a Searle throw formula.
Oh, what formula?
Searle.
What does that mean?
It's a type of formula that we use for a calculation of post-impact speeds for pedestrians.
That includes certain principles of physics to calculate that, right?
What do you mean?
I'm sorry?
What do you mean by certain forms of physics?
There would be physics calculations that would be required to figure out how far a body at rest would move having been struck by an object in motion. Right? That's a basic principle.
Yeah, I guess you could say though.
All right. Can you describe for the jurors exactly what calculations you would need to employ to determine how far a body at rest would travel, having been struck by an object in motion?
So, in this scenario, in this collision, it's more of a side swipe. So he did not sustain. He did not get enough speed of the vehicle post impact with the vehicle to be able calculations. His center of mass was offset from the vehicle, so we would vastly underestimate his speed. So that's why I did not do a formula. If he was more in line with behind the vehicle, he would have been projected forward, and using that projection forward, he would have been able to get more closer to the actual speed of the vehicle during that post-impact travels.
Well, that presumes a couple of things, Super Paul. That presumes that he was quote-unquote sideswiped, right?
Presumed?
Presumed by you. You didn't see how he was hit, did you?
Based on the evidence, it appeared to be a side swipe.
That's your opinion.
That's just reading the evidence.
You're saying that the principles of physics as we know them today in modern mathematics is thwarted by a sideswipe?
Objection.
Is that what you're saying?
The calculations that are out there, you can get a speed, it would just underestimate the speed.
You would have to know what the initial momentum of the object is that's in motion, correct?
Of what object?
The truck, Paul.
I would have to know that speed.
Yeah, you'd have to know what the initial momentum is, not speed, momentum. There's a difference.
Okay.
Right? Would you agree with that?
No.
You wouldn't have to calculate what the initial momentum is of the object in motion to determine the distance of the body at rest would move?
Well, in that sense, are we talking about trying to find the speed of the vehicle? That's usually what we're trying to do.
Right, okay. Well, let's put the speed of the vehicle aside. Let's talk about initial momentum. What's the formula for calculating initial momentum?
There's different types of momentum formulas.
Well, there's actually one type of momentum formula. It's to calculate momentum.
Objection.
Sustained.
To calculate momentum, there's a
So sustained. Ask it differently.
Isn't it true, Trooper Paul, that there is a singular calculation for determining initial momentum? That is P equals M times V, where P is the momentum. You're solving for that. M is mass. You multiply that by velocity. Is that right? Pretty simple.
You wouldn't use that in a pedestrian collision.
Oh, because the pedestrian's somehow magically out of the realm of physics?
Objection.
Sustained.
Is a pedestrian out of the realm of physics and calculation?
All right, can you guys hear me? I honestly don't know how to do this. So, all right. Can you guys hear me right now when I'm doing this, like in between thing? I'm sharing the screen, but I've never done this before, so I don't know. You can hear me right now. All right, well, I guess we'll just we'll keep going with this, and I'm going to stop it frequently because it's a fair use thing, and we're just going to see. I'm interested to see what Brian has to say about it. All right. Let me ask you this. Can you still hear me while he's talking? Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Can you guys see any video? Try it, please. Hold on. No video being shown at this time. Right, I get it. Okay, let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me get that out of there. Let me get myself out of here. All right, I'm trying to. What? Not very good. What's going on here? What are people talking about? What are we talking about? Warnings and stuff like that. What are we saying? Can you hear me? Can you see me right now? Yeah, now I'm back on the screen. The problem is when I share the screen, like you guys said, you could hear me, but if you can't see, you're making fun of BLT. Okay. All right. So I don't know that. Okay. Because you put BLT on the screen. Okay. 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 All right. So could you see the video as it was happening and hear it and hear me when I was doing it? Right. But when the video was playing there for like a minute or two, could you see the video? You couldn't. Right. We couldn't hear you when he was on. Okay. Right. No, I didn't talk during Trooper Paul. I'm talking about BLT. No sound. All right. Well, I guess that is the thing with sharing a screen. You're not going to, because all right. Okay. For instance, can you hear me right now? We could not see BLT. The screen was black. Yeah. All right. This ain't working. Yeah, I get that he doesn't like to share his stuff. That's not what I'm worried about. Okay. The screen is black. Okay, so I'm not actually sharing my screen. Yeah. All right. So I fucking hate. I'm done. All right, I'm done for that. Taking your calls tonight, Christmas Eve. I'm not doing that because I don't know. I'm gonna end up like killing the stream somehow or something. I don't know how to do it yet. I just don't. So, and if you can't see the video, what good is it? You might be able to hear audio, but I mean that's dumb. All right. I don't know why I can't just like share it to the thing and just put it in a video file and upload it in the StreamYard. The thing is about StreamYard is like if you don't have the perfect like video format and you don't have the perfect image format and you don't have the perfect this and perfect that, it just won't take it. And it's like, no, sorry. So you have to, that's all like a learning curve that I have to deal with. So yeah. I could probably go over that tomorrow. Well, I'll probably use Streamlabs for that tomorrow. So, but honestly, I'm about done with StreamYard. But, everybody's going to say, you're a retard. Everybody uses StreamYard. I get it, but I am retarded in that way. I mean, I use my iPad for 99.9% of everything I do. So everything on a PC is just kind of foreign. So, anyways, you guys want to call in, please do. I mean, after all, it's about to be Christmas in a couple hours. See, AI gave me suggestions about the StreamYard thing. You can't upload a YouTube video file directly, like an MP4 or download it. Instead, StreamYard is designed to share YouTube videos via links or screen sharing. Tried the screen sharing, that didn't work out so well. All right. Screw it, because we got a call. All right. Yes, hello. This is Cossy G. Who am I speaking with?
This is proctorial misconduct. Merry Christmas to the great and powerful cause.
Oh, so good to hear from you, proctorial misconduct. That's what I practice on a daily basis.
You know what? You are doing just fine on these streams. It's a learning curve. Stop giving yourself such a big old hard time.
I get so pissed at myself though because I don't know. I feel like there's half retarded people working the StreamYard. Like if you go through YouTube, I mean, come on, let's be honest. It's people using StreamYard like it's nobody's business. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I also
doing fine.
I haven't had it long, and I hate PCs. So that's probably it. I probably just need to use Streamlabs along with my iPad or an Apple product.
You can give yourself a break.
Well,
you're doing fine. When you're big and famous, all of us in the chat right now are your OG fans.
Big and famous, yeah, sure. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'm just glad to have 110 people in here at 9:15 on a Christmas Eve. You know what I mean? Where, maybe a lot of people are, I don't know, maybe they were even with a room full of people and they're just like, I can't handle these friggin' people. Maybe that's it.
You're the greedy ass dog.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, I found a cat, so I'm getting a cat soon. I'm getting a cat right after New Year's.
Aw. Name it Steve. I always wanted a cat named Steve.
Steve? It's not a bad name. I like Walter.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I was just like, if I ever get a cat, I'm gonna name it La Bastard Steve.
Yeah. So I used to work at an at a auto repair place, and he had a cat named Bob and Johnny Cash. So
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah. I named Johnny Cash.
If I ever get a rooster, I'm gonna name it Cluck Norris.
That's pretty good. Cliff Norris.
Cluck Norris.
Cluck? Oh, Cluck Norris. Yeah, Cliff
Yeah.
Norris doesn't make sense. Yeah.
And he's gonna live in Cluckingham Palace.
What about Nuck Choris? That works too.
Cute. I'm gonna get me a cow named Moo Linda.
Wow, you got all kinds of ideas. You got enough room for a cow?
Hell no.
Hell no.
When you're big and famous, you can just get us all a farm.
I'll buy everybody a ranch, and all 114 people that are in here at this second right now can come live on my cult farm. And
yeah, it'll be the Cossy commune.
Yeah, the Cossy commune. Everybody's gonna practice T-Rex arms from 5:30 a.m. to 6:15 a.m. every morning. And you got to get really good at it so you can get indicted for it later. And then we can make a big thing out of it. Make signs and shit.
That'll be fun. And
Yeah.
we can YouTube all of it.
Yeah, we can make a big deal out of it.
We can just be a big old YouTube Cossy commune.
Yeah, they're like, all these people did is go around and try to get indicted. It was really weird.
Well, maybe they'll just be too scared to come up there.
Yeah. Well, listen, when you got now 117 people in the yard practicing T-Rex arms from 5:30 to 6:15, not many people are showing up.
Oh no, that's terrifying.
Yeah. That's my
goal.
Have
Have you had the chance to go over and listen to Auntie Deb's 12 Days of Mayor?
I have. Yeah. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
And B Royals.
Well, you know what's funny about that song? And it's kind of like
everything.
It's kind of like revisionist history, but I thought about doing a remake for that song, but We'll Never Be Turtles. We'll never be turtles. You know what I mean? Like, and kind of doing that whole thing. I wouldn't waste such a good song on Jason Broyles because I don't think he deserves it. I think that's a great song.
I'm telling you, Auntie Deb is one talented musician.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. And I was like, shit. But when he did that, I was like, man, that would have been good because I had lyrics. To We'll Never Be Turtles, but he beat me to the punch. But, it's all good.
Well, I'm going to give somebody else a chance to call in. You just quit giving yourself a hard time or we're going to have to come and paddle your hindquarters.
God. All right, I will. That's what I do, though. I give myself a hard time. I really do. I really throw myself a beating every once in a while. You know what I mean? Sometimes I hit myself with a shoe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just don't squirt yourself with a spray bottle,
Well, that I'm not into. That's
no, Cossy. No, bad boy.
That's cruel and unusual, but that's just uncomfortable. I go the old school way. I inflict pain on myself, not, water torture. So.
Well, you have yourself a wonderful Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for calling. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All
Bye-bye.
All right. Goodbye. All right. That was nice. Anybody else want to call in? Because if I found out you called, I will call your ass back. Oh, all right. That wasn't tonight. You're lucky because I was gonna call you back. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Anyways, what do we got? You got $1.15 up in here. Anybody calling? And call the Cossy G hotline for all right, let's get rid of this. I'm sick of looking at him. Yeah. That too. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Oh, there we go. Somebody's calling from Connecticut. Okay.
Call from Mary.
Hello?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yes, hello. This is Decorated Dude Hotline. Can I help you?
Decorated dude, this is Mary in Seattle. How are you?
Hey, Mary in Seattle. How's it going up there? Is it raining?
It stopped for 2 hours, so let's all celebrate that fact because we've literally been flooding. Like,
Really?
thousands been evacuated. Yeah, it's been bad.
It stopped for 2 hours. Usually it never stops raining up there, right?
Well, it's been getting warmer and it's been getting nicer, but this year, dams broke all over the place, mudslides. It's been a natural disaster, and I'm not even joking. It's been horrible.
Wow, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
God.
As if traffic wasn't bad enough, you put 2,000 people out at once. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Jessica. I just wanted to congratulate you on your channel. You and I tend to call Will, and I hate my voice, so I don't like to call very often, but you're funny as hell. You're a nice guy. You deserve a channel, and we're here while you learn because I couldn't do it, wouldn't do it. No patience.
Oh, thank you for that. But yeah, I'm super hard on myself. Just the way I am about everything. But I'll get it.
You have a job. You have a 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
And these other people, these grifters on YouTube, they've been practicing on the computer for how long? How many hours a day?
I don't know.
You don't pick it up overnight. I mean, come on, lighten up on yourself, dude.
All right, I try, but I'm my own worst critic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you are. Knock that shit off.
Oh, I'm a work in progress. What can I tell you?
Hey, you taught everybody how to do breaks.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah, I did that. Maybe I'll give myself that gift for Christmas and stop being so goddamn hard on myself. I don't know. I'll try.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, so you haven't got any faith I can do it either. Okay.
Well, I just wanted to congratulate you. I'm glad you got a channel, and it's nice to get away from all the crap and be over here visiting with you. So I've got stuff going, a dog that really wants to go outside, but I had to say hi.
Well, I appreciate you calling. Please call back at a later time. Have a Merry Christmas, and thank you so much.
You too. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody.
All right.
Thanks,
Here she
Cossy.
goes. All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Wow. Wow, everybody's so nice. Everybody wants me to be less a dick to myself, but it's easier said than done. Give me 1 second. I'm still here. I'm just grabbing a sweatshirt. Ooh, chilly in here tonight. Is anybody else gonna give me a call? Come on, it's Christmas Eve. Give Cossy a call. All right. All right. Yeah, I can't see now. I shouldn't have did that. There we go. Yeah, hello, Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, Specially Appointed Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove speaking. May I ask who's calling?
Oh, take a breath. Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm calling from Australia.
Hi, Jenny from Australia. How's it going over there?
Hi. Well, it's Christmas Day here.
I was going to say, it's already Christmas Day over there?
Yeah, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon.
In the afternoon, okay, in the afternoon. Jesus, big Christmas Day. Wow. Are you having a good one over there?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
It's over for me. My husband and my children have gone out to our property out the bush, as we say in Australia.
At the bush? Out to the bush. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested. So what's the temperature like over there?
Hang on, I'll go and have a look for you. It's nice and sunny, and it's about 21 degrees.
Celsius.
Celsius.
Yeah.
You might have to ask Ian Whiffen to convert that.
Yeah, well, I won't have him do it, but hey Siri. Hey Siri. Where is she? Is she taking Christmas Eve off? Hey Siri. What's 21 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Oh, 70 degrees. That's pretty.
Yeah, so nice and mild, pleasant. On this side of Australia, I'm in Victoria, but on the western side of Australia, it's, I don't know, 35 degrees, something like that.
So you're what, on the eastern side?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Down the bottom, the bit above Tasmania is Victoria.
Oh, Tasmania. Yeah, well, I mean, I won't get into it, but my old man used to tell me about, he was a big, like, National Geographic guy. Like, he's a big, he used to say, like, if there was ever a nuclear war, you want to go to Tasmania because of the mountains. It will protect you from the radiation.
Oh, okay. I thought they were choosing Tasmania because here in Australia we say that people from Tasmania have two heads.
Really?
So I thought maybe it was going to be some joke that you wouldn't notice.
Oh, no, he was for real. He's like,
got two heads.
yeah, he used to talk about, he's like, that's the place you want to be. I mean, but, really, I mean, if it happens, I mean, pretty much all screwed. But he's like, that would be the best place to be because the mountains over there somehow protect you. I don't know. I don't even know. Okay. He could have been lying completely to me. I have no idea.
Maybe. But China has put out like a travel alert in the last, I don't know, few months for Tasmania, so hiking in the mountains, because they had a tourist had died after being unprepared for a hike. So
Yeah, well, that
apparently-
that stuff happens all the time, you know. I mean, you gotta be prepared out there.
So I thought I would call and I would answer any Giardia questions you might have about Australia.
Oh God. I'm still not even 100% sure what that whole thing is, but
Me neither.
I get bits and pieces of it here and there. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah,
I didn't mean the actual people involved in all of that. I've never heard of those people before until recently.
Yeah. No, I know some people well versed in the subject. I still don't 100% know what that's all about. But anyways, it's Christmas time. It's even Christmas time down under. It's even Christmas Day down under, and hope you guys are having a good one over there. I mean, it's 70 degrees. It's your summer over there. Is that the deal?
That's the deal, yes.
It's your summer over there, but that's quite a mild day at 1:30 in the afternoon. 70 degrees. That's pretty good.
It is. It's the last few years, or probably 10 years, it's been like 35, 40 degrees. Bushfires, that sort of thing.
Wow.
So it's been a really nice day.
Yeah, a little more tolerable. Yeah, it's kind of miserable here right now. I mean, it's not. Actually, it is very cold out right now, so that's not true. It's pretty shitty over here right now, but whatever. It's that time.
And so I hear you're getting.
It's that time of year. What are you gonna do? Right. All right. Well, I hope your Christmas was everything that you hoped and dreamed it was, and hope everybody's happy over there.
Yes. No, it's been great.
All right.
All right.
Well, call in next time. You have a super clear connection. I hardly even know that you're 8,000 miles away.
Oh, and I'm calling from a landline as well.
Good old landline. All right. Got a
So
pretty good one. Pretty good one over there.
Things in Australia are going pretty crazy. We've got this digital ID coming in, so if you want to access anything on the internet, any sort of social media, you have to have your digital ID. We have no free speech here.
You have no free speech there? What does that mean? You can't say. I mean, you're due to a certain extent. I mean, what does that mean?
Well, it was really bad during COVID.
Yeah.
People got taken offline, cancelled everywhere. The laws that they brought in during COVID have stayed. We've got like a permanent pandemic sort of.
Really?
Oh, I can't think what. Yeah, so here in Victoria, they can say that there's some virus in some other country, and if our chief medical officer wants to scare us enough, we go into lockdown.
Damn. Wow.
And yeah, we turned into commie land over here. They built not concentration camps, but they called them wellness camps,
Wellness camps. That's a good name.
where you got sent there for 2 weeks if you were positive or supposedly positive or been around someone that's positive.
Damn.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
And
sounds it.
People lost their jobs because they wouldn't participate in the experiment, and that's why everyone in Australia is just crazy. I mean, they were all a bit retarded before, but once COVID, seriously, once COVID hit,
Yeah. COVID messed a lot of people up. I mean, it was no picnic over here either. So.
Yeah, well, if we went out to protest and got shot with rubber bullets.
Yeah, those things don't tickle.
No. It was mad, and it's still mad.
Yeah.
But people don't talk about.
Yeah, well, I mean, people are still out of their minds from that stuff, you know. I mean, I had a friend earlier tell me, he lives in Maine. He's like, I got fucking COVID. I'm like, what? Still going on? You know?
Oh, yeah, we've still got people here that drive around with masks on in their car alone and are lining up for their 17th booster.
Yeah, that thing, I'm glad to say I never had one of those things, and I will not be taking one anytime soon. So, I'm not a political guy, but no, you're gonna have to, restrain me with you're gonna have to tase me and then hit me with that thing, because I ain't doing that shit. But I get people need, in order to keep their jobs and stuff. Okay, she's gone. Maybe she got sick of me talking. I kind of got sick of me talking. I don't blame her. Let's see. Do we have? Can you hear me? Who said, can you hear me? Oh, I think that's the lady that just called. I don't think she was hearing me, so she hung up.
Can you hear me? Breathing up there, right?
Who is that? I think that's her. I think she couldn't hear me. Oh well. Oh, maybe she calls back. Still $1.03 in here. Anybody else want to call? Believe me, I wish I could work this thing out where I could watch that thing with you guys. I mean, I hit the check mark. What the fuck happened? All right.
8
Maybe not. Okay. $9.26. Somebody called after 9:26 though. What is going on here? Keeps disappearing.
Hey, Cossy, I'm the one that said, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
No. Well, yeah, but
Hello?
hello.
Hey, Cossy?
Hi, this is Cossy. Who's calling?
My name's Linda. I live in Connecticut.
All right, Linda, you're gonna have to turn me down in your background there.
I muted you on the
Okay.
stream.
Okay. Well, how's it going, Linda? Where in
go ahead.
where in Connecticut are you from?
The southeastern part, near New London, near where the ferries come from, Long Island. And,
Okay.
We don't have ferries to Martha's Vineyard, but we're not too far away from.
Like New London,
Narragansett.
Groton.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I used to live in Plainfield for a couple
Awesome. I know Plainfield well. I used to work there.
Moose Up.
Moose Up.
Yep. I lived there for a couple years. Hated it.
Yeah, it's a magical place. They actually are very prone to very small level earthquakes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did not know
Anyway,
that.
I wanted to say Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. There are so many of us who are not doing Christmas the way established society says we should do our Christmas. And I'm loving that there's a lot of people doing their Christmas the way they want to do their Christmas.
Yeah. Or I mean, there's just for me, I moved down to the Cape a couple of years ago, and there's nobody around. I mean, that's it. So
yeah.
It's,
my brother's in Illinois. My parents are both in their 80s, 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Dad's in a nursing home, so I'll see him tomorrow. And the Hallmark Channel doesn't dictate what my holiday is, and I love that you're so I wouldn't say local, but I'm very familiar with the Cape. I've been there many, many times, and when you mentioned Truro is heaven, yes, I agree.
Yeah, I love Truro. I really do. It's one of my favorite places. I got all kinds of pictures. My buddy owned a, I don't know, I guess you would call it an estate. Like many, a lot of land. He sold it a few years back. Made a fortune, and now he lives elsewhere. He lives near Boston. Beachcomber. Yeah, I love the Beachcomber.
I used to go to Sandwich, and we'd go to I think it's called the Woodshed. It was one of the few early places that the band Boston played.
Yeah,
we're going back to the 80s. I'm a boomer. I'm an older person, but so I kind of appreciate that people rank on your being old. Especially appointed prosecutor Cossy G.
Yeah,
I kind of relate that. Yeah, I wear weird shoes too, and
I'm cool with it. Even though I'm 30 years younger than the real Cossy G, I'm down with it. Whatever. I'm cool.
Yeah. I love that you play the age thing. It's perfect. And, watching the channel tonight. I lost count how many times I laughed out loud. How funny everything is that you're giving us this Christmas, and I just wanted to say thanks, Merry Christmas. I'm not in the chat thing. I don't do the.
You don't do the thing.
Well, I read the chat, but I don't have a profile, and I'm mostly a lurker. But I love that you're tackling on this technology. And to be honest with you, I totally appreciate learning the tools of an application. There's no rule books anymore. Back in the day, you knew how to do things because it was just so common sense. And
Yeah. And this is not a common sense thing. This is just you got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Or it helps to be younger. You know what I mean? Because this thing's giving me fits. I ain't gonna lie. It's pissing me off.
Yeah.
But
everybody needs their 10-year-old kid to like set up their stream.
Right. But so I'm just gonna keep going until I might switch over to Streamlabs completely. I'm not sure, but then you got a whole other learning curve that you got to deal with, and it's just I have to know what stuff I can kind of stick in here and which ones I can't. And I'm kind of learning that, you know what I mean? Like there's certain video files that it just won't take. It's like, nope. And it's why is one video different than another? It's stupid. But
yeah, but I have to say your content is extremely entertaining, and you have a sense of humor and a way of looking at life that is appealing to certain people that like the lady from Australia. Not to get political, but I'm with you 100%. How you feel about things, and that's all I wanted to say about that. But we're freedom-loving American. This is the birthplace of democracy. Is the Boston area, New England?
Yeah.
I live in Connecticut, the Constitution state. There was a charter that drew up long before Lexington and Concord, where we declared independence from England, but it just didn't get the press. It didn't get the noise that everybody else did. But
it can't be it can't be the place where those things end up dying. It just can't. We're not going to let it.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Well, I hear you. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for calling. Merry Christmas to you. And, listen, we don't all have to, participate in the chat. Just, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people just like to watch. And, and just, and you're a lurker, and lurkers are workers, and workers are fine. So.
But I'm a viewer, so that's what counts.
That's right. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You hear there's still 93 of us in here at 10 of 10 on Christmas Eve. It tells me there's a couple people out there like myself. Good to have you.
Well, thank you. God bless. Take care.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. All right. Anybody else? I'm trying to think if I have anything to like. I don't, because here's another thing about StreamYard. Like a few nights ago before my last live, I stayed up and I like loaded up like everything into like numerical fashion, like chronological order, like the way I wanted to go through it. And like I had done it before where I lost everything. All right. So I looked it up this time. I'm like, all right. They're like, this is how you don't lose everything. You know what I mean? Like if you want to do it like the night before, so you have everything all set, so you don't have to worry about it. I did that. I did exactly what they told me to do, and I still lost everything. So there you go. Now, give me 1 minute. Somebody just reminded me of something, but if anybody wants to call, absolutely call, and I can still do what I'm doing here, right? All right. Okay. Oh, I didn't do that. Give me 1 second. I want to look at something here. All right. You know what? I can't. That is a presentation I can get into. But there's so many different like facets to it that it's not just like a plug and play type thing. There's a lot of different moving parts to it regarding the length thing, which I can definitely go over. And also, in light of the Maya Kowalski reversal, that is something I would like to go through that whole trial. I would like to do it all over again because I really want everybody to see what went on there and how messed up that whole trial was. Even though it was a civil trial, those people should have been criminally charged. And they went through all of that. And they got a jury decision, like the biggest in history, and Florida history, 260 million. And they just bitched about it, and they never, they obviously never paid, and they just bitched about it and bitched about it and bitched about it, and they got it overturned. Just the whole thing just gone. Every bit of it. The higher court was like, no, just absolutely terrible. That whole thing pisses me off so bad. Like I can't even like begin to tell you how bad that thing pisses me off. What those people went through, and especially Maya Kowalski herself, and I mean, her poor mother, Beata, and these people, Johns Hopkins, all Children's Family Hospital, with all that power, just leans on the government, and when you see the trial, it's disgusting what these people do. Yeah, and then after, juror one, a buddy of mine, who I became somewhat close with during that, and poor Yolanda is going through it. After the loss of him, they went after him, they went after her, they went after everybody. These scumbags, man. These dirty bastards. They had what? I mean, they had what? 7 lawyers? I mean, like assassins. You know what I mean? Like killer attorneys up against these two who have subsequently had a falling out and are no longer speaking, and that's a mess too. But these two guys just wiped the floor with every single one of them. And I think it's important. I think that trial, I've never seen anything like it. And I don't think I'll ever see anything like it again. And I think we should restream the whole thing. I think we should start right after the new year. And I think that we should restream the whole thing, because people that, when I jumped on with Melanie at that time, she had like 5,000 subscribers. I think you'll feel the same way. I can't imagine people in their right minds who don't feel the same way, but there's plenty of them. And it's where I first started to hate Julie Grant from Court TV. What a piece of shit she is. Basically calling Maya like a slut because she was 17 years old and she went to the prom and she didn't like her dress. I mean, she's just awful. What a terrible person she is. Julie Grant and Court TV, they're such a joke. They used to be like the Standard, and they just, Julie Grant, you are such a piece of shit, lady. You really are. You really are a piece of shit. Redheaded Princess, I don't know that the problem was DCF. I mean, yeah, the overarching problem was, yeah, I mean, they were a big part of it. And the immunity that comes along with them. But the hospital are the real villains here. I mean, but was DCF in there doing that stuff to her? No. I mean, Sally Smith was, I guess, but you could never figure out what she really was. Was she DCF or was she part of the hospital? When it suited her, she was part of the hospital. When not, she was part of DCF. So if that's what you mean by DCF, then yeah, I mean, she was a huge part of it. But I mean, like Peppa Sanchez and Kathy Beatty, those people weren't DCF. They were part of the hospital. They were pieces of shit. They did that stuff. Hospitals have to abide by DCF recommendations. That's true. But guess what they don't have to do? Listen, guess what they don't have to do? The things that they did. Okay? So I ain't gonna even get into if that's what you like looking to do, is like say like the hospital did whatever DCF wanted them to. I mean, that's it. Then you probably didn't watch, or I don't know what you're trying to say, but you probably didn't. You probably didn't watch. If you think what that hospital did was okay and was, the DCF told them to do those things, and I would say that, hang them all, because hospital did some horrible, horrible shit. So. Julie Grant sucks. Yeah, DCF was definitely a problem. But the hospital was the complicit ones in the abuse. DCF wasn't the hospital people that were doing that. Those were hospital people. I think that's pretty well established. Hospitals are mandatory reporters. They have to call them. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Nobody's disputing that. What are you saying? You understand how what the case is about, right? It's against Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital and the abuse and the the intentional shit that they did to Maya. I understand that, if they believe that there's abuse going on, they're mandated reporters. They have to contact DCF. I get that. Now, when they called the first time and they didn't get the answer they wanted, called again, didn't they? Until they got the answer they wanted. So, listen, nobody's saying DCF is great, but this was about the hospital and what they did. And if you're going to sit here and tell me differently, then we don't agree. So, yeah, I mean, I'm planning on going through the whole thing. So we'll see. Yeah, that's another thing. It's privatized DCF, which can't be good. But then, there's people say, well, either way is really bad. Because what they're doing is the more kids that you can kind of medically kidnap, the more you get paid, right? But that's true whether you have state-sponsored DCF or privatized. They're both moneymakers. So what's the diff? Yeah, to sit here and be like, yeah, I kind of agree that the hospital sucked. Yeah, they did. That's what the case was about. They did all the damage. The false imprisonment, the unwanted touching, you know what I mean? It's too much to even go through. But yeah, the hospitals, like to say the hospital sucked as well. No, not as well. The case is about the hospital and what they did. I don't think this is in dispute. But, after the new year, I want to start fresh. I want to go through the whole damn thing. You'll see. They did damage. So DCF told the hospital to act in the ways that they did. Listen, just stop. Just stop. Nobody directed them to, I don't care. Nobody directed anybody to do that at the hospital. Nobody directed them to do that crazy shit to Maya. All right. So you're not going to sit here and tell me it was under the direction of the DCF. You're just not. Sorry. It's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, they were a big part of it and a big part of the problem. But it's not like they sat there and directed the hospital to do all this awful shit. No. I must have missed that whole wing of the trial then. Anybody else want to call in? I don't think I missed any calls. Yeah, I watched the whole trial. I watched the whole trial too. A bunch of us did. If what you take out of that trial, it was DCF telling the hospital to do those things, and I don't know what to tell you. We didn't watch the same trial. Well, we don't have similar brains, one or the other.
Call from Weatherly.
Hello, Weatherly.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. How's the Weatherly out there?
It's been a wonderful day. It was 60 degrees. It's so unseasonably warm that it's wonderful.
Where are you from again?
Western North Carolina. I'm in the mountains.
Ah, very nice. Very nice.
Around 3,900 feet. Not too high, but
Yeah. I mean, 60-something degrees would be nice.
yeah, it was beautiful. I know it's probably weird, but I'm loving it just because I can do things that I normally can't do this time of year. So
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can't. I'm not built for the hot weather.
I'm not built for hot weather either.
Yeah, I can't. I can't take it.
Yeah, like 55 to 75 is perfect.
Yeah, that sounds good. But yeah, I mean, but even if it's like 62 and super humid, I'd rather take like 85 and like dry. You know what I mean? I can't stand the humidity. Yeah.
I can't do 85.
Yeah.
I'm too fair.
Too fat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fair. Yeah. I watched the Maya trial too. I watched it with Megan Fox, writer.
I watched with her a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah, she did it after that. She did a couple of other medical kidnapping cases, and
What was that? The Hernandez family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were in,
They won that one, right? The Hernandez family.
Yeah, they did, but it was really
It was touch and go. Yeah, it wasn't easy, right?
Yeah, but just when people have eyes on it and people start calling, it does make a difference, I think, because they know they're being watched, and I get the way these things are set up is it gives the hospital, they can get all the money and they get those kids in the system and they make money.
Well, yeah, that's the point,
Yeah, exactly.
And so Megan did she kind of recommended me to you ever watch Sean McMillan?
No.
Sean McMillan, Caps and Stems Law. Have you ever watched Caps?
No, I have. Oh wait, I vaguely remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a couple things, but I never, I don't have the app, so I just have to remember people's channels.
Well, I mean, you don't have the YouTube app?
No, I don't. I watch on the phone, and the phone's old enough that I don't have enough room on it to put a new app on it.
Oh, goodness.
So I just go online and go to YouTube and then type in who I want to watch.
Well, if you go to YouTube and you end up somehow hooking up to the internet, and, you go to YouTube, you can go to, it's called Caps and Stems Law, which sounds like you're taking mushrooms, and which it probably is. I don't know why I don't know why they call it that, but he's a guy that he's got like 100 depots on his channel, depositions, and he goes after child services. That's his specialty, and he's an assassin, man. Oh my God.
What's his name?
Sean McMillan.
Okay, Sean McMillan. Okay, Kevin. Okay,
But you're not going to find anything on the Sean McMillan. You know.
I know. I was just trying to put it all in my brain.
Caps and Stems Law. It's CAPS and then NSTEMS Law. And like, you can go back, like, he's got like hundreds of depositions on his channels. Some of them very boring where nothing goes on, and some of them are like the biggest scumbags on the planet are on there, and he's just dicing them like it's crazy. And he should be way more popular than he is. And Megan Fox recommended me to him.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Check him out. Yeah. He is unbelievable.
I remember I had checked him out before, but it's been a few years.
Yeah. Somebody just said in the chat they just saw him today. I haven't seen but also I haven't been watching stuff like that lately. So like maybe I just fall out of the algorithm. I mean, he could have been uploading every day for all I know, but I just haven't watched lately. So, but
and I stopped watching Megan after she got into so deep into the Hales thing. I got tired of it.
Yeah, I never understood the Hales thing. I never got interested in it.
Yeah, it's just what. Yeah, it's just
so I'm with you on that one. Yeah. I didn't get it.
Because I liked her. She's spicy and spunky, and
I still like her. I mean, it's just she's been.
I liked her when she was doing journalism.
Yeah. She's been on that Hales thing for a long time, and
I know it's probably a good money maker.
She was on She was on Nick's channel just the other day, going over through the time when Kurt was on there and he was yelling at her and shit.
Yeah, and I remember that. I saw that live. I used to watch Nick all the time, and I kind of got you know how it happened, but just started not being as interested because it was just going a little, I was.
Yeah, it went awry. It went awry, but he's back. I mean, I love.
I love him, and I'm excited.
Awesome. I don't give a shit.
I love seeing those two together, and it felt like old times.
Yeah. He's a sober Nick Rekieta is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I'm just happy to see him looking healthier, and I'm glad to see some of his actual friends.
Yeah. A lot of them left. I mean,
they weren't his friends.
They weren't his friends, right? I mean, some
of them I just I can't even they would come up on my on my feed or whatever, and I just couldn't even look at their faces the way they treated him.
I mean, he admits to the shit he did. Like he's like, yeah, terrible. You know what I mean? Like he's not. That's why people like him, because he's a real dude. It's like he's a flawed guy. He's like, listen, man, I started making more money than you can imagine. He was the most super chatted YouTuber on the planet at one point. I mean, think of what that means. Like,
I mean, I remember seeing the money he made, and
yeah, and I'm not saying but that's crazy.
Yeah, and he was extremely entertaining.
He's still he's even I think he's more entertaining now.
Yeah.
He wears the crazy clothes and shit. I love that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a nut.
Yeah. No, I really like him.
Super entertaining guy. Very, very intelligent. Very, very, very intelligent. Yeah. Knows what he's doing.
You know what I always thought I would like for him to do is a series on the Constitution. I think because he was teaching that to the kids, I think it would be really interesting to people.
Yeah, I think he'd be good at I think he'd be a really good cooking streamer, but because when he genuinely gets pissed at Kurt for doing shit, it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
No, don't you do it. It's just it's so fucking funny. But he's knowledgeable in a lot of areas. He's a very intelligent guy. He knows what he's doing. But he also knows his faults and his defects. He's well aware of them. So I mean, how can you hate it? How can you hate a guy like that?
Well, and I think we all have our. I think if we're lucky, we have our humbling moment. Where things we have to face up to.
Yeah, we all have them. We all have them.
Yeah, and if you can face it and admit it, you're gonna grow in the way that thing offers you to grow. But some people won't. But he certainly has.
Yeah,
So.
and he can. He doesn't kick people out for talking shit unless it's really nasty against his wife or something.
Right. Yeah.
He just kind of rolls with it and laughs and
he's always laughed when people insulted him.
Yeah.
He was always, and the whole people getting offended when somebody calls him a grifter. I mean, he's always been so good at dealing with that. Just, of course.
He's like, don't be more mad at me than don't be mad on my behalf when I'm not nearly as mad on my behalf, type thing.
Right. Right.
He just doesn't care.
Well, I called. You called me last time because I was programming your number. It's a phone.
I call people back here at the specially appointed office. I call people back. I'm not,
Get trouble with the prosecutor.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say, when I got on with you this last time, you had done your presentation and I had not seen it. So you were talking about Trooper Paul, and I couldn't exactly remember all the details of, the first trial, that part of the trial. And I went back and watched what you presented, and I remember that. And he was such an ass, you know, like he had a chip on his shoulder. But the thing that I remember from the first trial for me was that I felt like Tully is the one that did the thing, and then told him he had to get on the stand and do it. That's what my impression was in the first trial. And then once Tully got on and, he was cross-examined, I just feel like Tully is the one that masterminded the whole thing. I mean, I might be totally off, but that's just my gut reaction.
Oh no,
you know?
no. He's absolutely. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's masterminded the whole thing, but he's definitely been assigned to carry out, you know,
Yeah.
whatever, you know, what, you know, the biddings of, you know, his higher ups.
But like he was there when the CERT team was there. He was Trooper Paul's guy that assigned him to do the whatever it is, you know, listening to the scene that he did. And I don't know, and he kept slipping up and saying we, and I don't know. I just thought this guy isn't smart enough to even, you know how to do the calculations, and he did, you know, like he got all, what do you mean physics? You know, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I, you know, Tully. Ugh.
Yeah. He's a dirtbag, you know, straight up.
Yeah, and he looks like one too.
He does, yeah.
And about you said something about balding stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
I'm bald as hell.
It's a sign of high testosterone. So,
yeah, I mean, I guess you could argue that. I mean,
and here's the other thing: naturally balding, but a lot of those guys, they just shave their heads so they all look like each other. You know.
Well, I mean, you know, what I wasn't going to do when I, you know, lost my hair, like in, you know, my early 30s, was grow the shit on the side of my head like Larry Fine from the fucking Three Stooges. Like, why would I do that?
Right.
You know, I'm warning you. You know what I mean? No, I don't want to be Larry. No, I'm shaving it off, man. Jesus. But
I did somebody years ago, and that was happening to him, and he had long hair, and he was like, his identity was like surfer dude, and he finally, like, I don't know, he had two hairbrushes, one for the top where it was thinning and one for the side. And he finally realized what he was doing, and he shaved it off.
Yeah, man, let it go, man. It's all right, you know. But yeah, I mean, us bald guys from Massachusetts were taking a beating.
Yeah, but there's a difference bald guy and the trooper and
but
the trooper shape.
I would, you know, I'm also screwing around. I know they didn't, you know.
No? But I had to, you know, because I like a bald head. I think they're usually smart. I think too, the brain pushes out the naturally bald head.
Yeah, the brains are coming out so much. There's not enough room for follicles. I can get down with that.
Yep, there's that, and you know, there's the testosterone.
Yeah,
So
all right. I listen. I both of your points are well taken, and I will take them under advisement. I'll allow it.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Call from.
Yeah, hello there.
Hey, this is Big Dog 5758. First time caller. First time watching the show today.
Oh,
and I'm from Glendale, Arizona.
Glendale, Arizona. How's it going?
Yeah. No, I found you from Broken Baker and Aguirre
Mm-hmm.
and everything. So yeah, I'm off the top. No, I do housekeeping.
Yeah.
Here at the Cardinals Stadium.
What's your first name again?
Big Dog 5758.
Big Dog 5758.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, good to meet you, there, Big Dog 5758. Whatever gets you
Or
there.
Mark. You can call me Mark or Big Dog. Well, Big Dog. You
All
know,
right.
Cossy.
All right, Mark.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care. But no, I was like, hey, what's going on tonight? Let me see what's on YouTube. Oh, Cossy is on.
Yeah,
Oh,
some joker
it's
named
Christmas
Cossy.
Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just hey, it's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, everyone. And right now we're having tons of fireworks. People are shooting off a lot of fireworks around.
Oh, you got fireworks down there, and where are you again?
Yeah, Glendale, Arizona.
Glendale, Arizona. That's nice. That's nice down there.
I'm literally like 10 minutes away from the Cardinals Stadium where I work.
Oh, you work?
I ride an e-bike.
Oh, you work at Cardinal Stadium. Okay.
So I do the housekeeping for the company there. So like if people come, I'm not watching the chat, but if people come, you throw your popcorn away. I'm the one that sweeps it.
Okay.
You eat some. Yeah, you know.
Well, hey, listen, man. You know, we need people to do all sorts of jobs. You know.
Yeah.
I worked at a hotel. You know, being a, you know, they called me an engineer, but it was a fancy way of saying maintenance. So, you know, we all got our roles, man. You know, you work at the stadium. I mean, listen.
It takes a tribe, you know.
It takes all types to make
there, you know,
to make this country work, man.
When I'm there, I work on the loft level, so I have people that might be a little bit higher up than somebody else, and some of the other floors, like Super Bowl. We had the Super Bowl. I was there for this last Super Bowl at Cardinal Stadium, State Farm, and
2018.
yeah, this last one, yeah.
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 28 to 3. 28 to 3.
Or whatever the last one, but no, even we had the Charlie Kirk thing.
Oh.
We had the Charlie Kirk when he passed away. That's where they had the memorial.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
No, and just that's where they had it here in Glendale because I didn't know anything. Like I'm kind of political, but I didn't know anything about Charlie Kirk, and you know, sad that somebody got killed.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. I couldn't believe that. That video was nuts.
Yeah, I didn't know he was from Arizona, and I live in Arizona. I didn't know that.
Listen, you let me in on a secret. I didn't know that either. There you go.
But yeah, I just wanted to call briefly and just say, hey, Merry Christmas, everyone. It's fun. I'll join in the chat and listen in, and you know, I hope with all the drama that's been happening, whether it's Karen Reed, whether it's whatever, I hope 2026 is going to be a great year for everyone.
You know what? Me too there, buddy. Me too.
Whether it's court stuff or whatever.
Yeah, I just hope, you know, listen, I didn't get in this, you know, not like I'm in this thing, but I didn't kind of like get interested in this thing to be nasty to people. And I got sucked in for a bit though, and I, you know, maybe I was a little bit, but that's not.
Well, that's
my goal.
What I like about you, even Melanie Little, you know, Broken Baker. A lot of people out there have stayed their own. You know, nobody wants to jump in the ring, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes people that are going to stand their own.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I went hard at a couple people a while back, but I've said my piece. You know, that's it. Keep it going. How long do you keep shit like that going for? You know, you can only call people a crybaby and an asshole so many times, right? I mean, what's the use? You know.
Although it's fun because I talk to a lot of my coworkers at work. they don't follow like the true crime trials and stuff that I do with Baker or Emily D. Baker. Another one I follow with court stuff. So it's funny trying to explain a lot of the recent stuff, especially Brian Walsh. So I have to explain, oh yeah, there's this guy, Brian Walsh. He Googled how to get rid of a body, the smell.
If you needed to.
Yeah, so it's fun trying to explain to these people at work.
And
that's why I love. That's why I love headphones, because a lot of times you're like, maybe somebody might not want to hear that.
Yeah.
I do, so I'll keep it in my ear.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember. It was only it was like a year and a half ago. I had this job I was working at, and they didn't. They were like, you can't have headphones in. I was like, well, I'm fucking quitting. They're like, what? Like, yeah, I'm not walking around. Like, I didn't quit over it, but I was like, yeah, I'll quit right now. I'll go home. Like, I'm not walking around here in complete silence, like working on shit. When I have these things in my ears that nobody can even see. And like, if it wasn't for these things in my ears, like I have tinnitus real bad. Like I have like a high pitched like dog whistle in my left ear at all times, 24/7. And like I need to shut that off, like, because you know what I mean. I just need to. Like, yeah. And they gave me a warning, and then they hauled me into the office another time, and they're like, yeah, you can't have those in. I'm like, all right, I quit. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I quit. I don't care. I'm not doing this job like without it. Sorry. And they're like, all right, you can leave it.
Well, where we work, like I listen to trials throughout the day, commentary, whatever, and I at least keep one earbud in.
Right.
Because, forklift and stuff, at least that's fine. But just to say, oh, yeah, okay, you can't do it at all, at least to have one in, that's fine. But to say you can't have any at all?
Yeah, I did. So I went and I bought the ones that like disappear into your ear. Like, not the big AirPods that stick out. I mean, I understand if you're walking around like a hotel, like, you know what I mean? Like some type of douchebag would be like, oh, what's he doing or whatever. Like, even though nobody probably would. But I even got the really like the hidden away ones, and they brought it up, and I'm like, all right, I quit. And they're like, no, we don't want you. We just, we're kind of suggesting that you don't. Yeah, it's not happening. So some things are just non-negotiable. You know what I mean?
I don't care about sports, but I know at the stadium and housekeeping, at least, we have a rule. You're not supposed to wear like a Seahawks or any other team other than the Cardinals.
Yeah, sure. That shouldn't be hard to do.
Well, yeah, that's kind of stupid. If you like the Seahawks, are the Cardinals going to go there and go, oh okay, we lost the season like we did this year?
Yeah, I think it's dumb, but also it's not going to make a difference. But also, it's not going to make a difference on your day. You know what I mean? Like,
No, that's true.
Like, to me, that made a huge difference on my day for them to be like, no, you can't have that in. I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm not working it. Get somebody else.
Yeah, versus a shirt. Yeah,
yep.
No, that makes sense.
Bye. You can watch taillights in 2 seconds. Like, I'm leaving. No, we don't want you to. We just don't want you to wear those things. You're like, well, you don't want me to wear. It's one or the other.
You miss doing that type of work, like in the hotel industry?
No, I mean, I just, I was just laid off recently for the winter. So no, I just got done doing it so I don't miss it. No, I'm actually glad to be kind of laid off because, it was a long summer. and
Yeah,
long
take a break.
fall. Yeah. And I was I was on the vineyard. I don't live on the vineyard. I live on the Cape, and paying for two places and stuff like that. So yeah, no.
I don't know anything about that Massachusetts. All I know is it's a state. Oh, I do know one thing. They have the Canton Triangle, which Brooke and Baker made famous, and then they have the Bridgewater Triangle.
The Bridgewater Triangle is some crazy stuff going on. I used to live in the Bridgewater
yeah,
Triangle.
I like the creepy stuff, so I know about the Bridgewater Triangle.
Yeah, you know about there's somebody with the there is somebody with the screen name Puckwudgie. A Puckwudgie is like a little goblin that is found in the Hockomock swamps of the Bridgewater Triangle. So I mean, I haven't seen that person in a while, but it's like Puckwudgie something. But if you see that person, that's what that word means. It's like a little goblin.
You're in Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
Of course, Mark. So have you ever seen anything weird or other
Yeah.
than like police officers, and crazy judges? Have you seen anything?
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, my father was a cop for almost 40 years. So I mean, yeah, I've seen that end of things. But on my other channel, on my Jason Smith YouTube channel, I have 2 UFO videos. And one of them's from Waltham, Mass, and the other one is straight out of, guess where? The Bridgewater Triangle, Norton, Mass. So yeah, you can go watch them right now. You'll see them.
I have to go follow that one later.
Yeah, I got like 26 subscribers on that channel. But
the thing I seen is like a little shadow thing move across a wall when I was in high school. Like I didn't see the Phoenix Lights here in Arizona, the famous UFO.
The Phoenix Lights were a big deal.
My roommate, though, he was with 2 other guys, and they were driving, and he swears, he said, he's a Navy, former Navy, disabled, and he swears he's seen the lights, and his other 2 friends don't remember anything about that night, seeing the lights or anything.
Oh, they got like missing time or something?
They did, but my roommate, he's seen them, and he remembers it, but the other 2 people he was with at the time, they don't remember seeing it.
Wow.
That's the way he explained it. Yeah. So
that's weird. So yeah, I've seen I believe in that crap.
I mean,
I actually
we know more about space than we do our own ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows what's underneath the oceans out there,
Right. Yeah. We've chatted like 5% of the ocean, maybe.
Yeah, even Antarctica. If you look at Antarctica with all the ice and stuff,
mm-hmm.
Who knows what's underneath that? Is there a UFO? Who knows? There could be a Bigfoot. Who knows?
I'd be willing to bet there is somewhere, but I mean, yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of shit going on over there.
Everyone's like, Bigfoot is fake, but every year we find new.
Is he though? I don't know. I don't listen.
No. Everyone says Bigfoot is fake, but every year we find new species and creatures. So is Bigfoot? Maybe he's out there, and we're gonna find him one year. I think he's real. No, I'm just saying.
I think he's just out there. I think he's out there trolling people. He's like, I'm interdimensional. I can pop in and pop out and fuck with these people. It's fun.
It makes sense. To a lot of things, interdimensional, like you said, Bigfoot. He's like, because people see a creature, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and they're like, he disappears. And they're like, where'd he go? Just out of the blue, you don't see. So have you ever looked into the missing 411?
Yeah. Dave Politis, yeah.
Yeah, and just missing people in general.
Yeah.
Arizona has a lot
This
of people.
I read his books. I know all about him.
So is that more? Do you think it's more interdimensional?
I think that might have something to do with it. Yeah, it's something very strange.
Yeah, like a time portal.
I don't know, man. All I know is his first book. I mean, I read from cover to cover, and those things. I mean, those disappearances did not make sense on any level. I mean, some of them kind of do. You can be like, I can see a world where that could happen, but some of them was like, what? You know what I mean? Like, and I can't.
When you have two people going around the corner and one person disappears, pretty much in front of the other, and you're like, what?
Well, but like, okay, so like, I haven't read anything since like COVID on that stuff, so it's been years. But I mean, there were cases that I looked at and I was like, come on, man, that cannot be real. And sure enough, they were. So yeah, I know about the Can-Am missing, the 411 David Paulides stuff. Yeah, I do.
One other thing that kind of falls on that category, it doesn't get a lot of press anymore. Smiley face.
Yeah, it never got much press in the first place because nobody wants to touch that,
And it's like people, and it's in different states where guys were ending up, look like they were drowned, even though they weren't drowned, or like they might have been roofied or whatever.
One of the most interesting cases is right out of Boston, Massachusetts. I mean, downtown Boston, Massachusetts, where the dude disappeared.
Which one is that?
Right across.
Oh, is that the one from the bar or Brian, somebody he disappeared from a bar?
Yep. Right across from the garden. Right across from the garden.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, why does his name have to be Brian?
There's a lot of Brian.
Dude, is there a conspiracy with Brian?
No, it's not hard.
Brian Walsh?
There's a shit ton of Irish people. They name their kids Brian. A lot of us, and there's a lot of bald people out there.
We've noticed that watching the trials. Even Emily D. Baker, I remember, she's like, why do we have Bryans? Why do we have bald people?
There's a lot of Bryans. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, wherever you find a ton of Irish people, you're gonna find Bryans. You're gonna find Aidens. You're gonna find Michaels. You're gonna find. I don't feel like this is a controversial subject, but whatever. You know what I mean? Lot of Bryans in this case, though. Copious amount of Bryans, probably more than we can.
Before Turtle Boy, I'd never heard of like a Aiden, like being a big name. I never heard of it. And I wonder if it's a culture, like you said, Irish, Massachusetts. I wonder which ones are here in Arizona. We got a lot of Hispanic people, so
yeah. So you guys probably have a few Jose's and maybe a couple Juans.
Maybe some Brendas.
Couple of B's, couple of Jose's. I don't know.
Sierra. I had a boss.
Sure, why not? I mean, listen, it's all about where you live. A lot of Bryans is, especially in this case. Just the way it is.
I know. It's crazy.
And I'm not fans of most of them. So how's that? I mean,
I'm not and I don't live there. And even crazy is if you put the people that are with the Birchmark case, with the Cannery case, and with the Aiden case, Turtle Boy, and you put up a chart, you'd be like, what?
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know how to explain it sometimes. Even my coworkers, oh yeah, I followed this case last year, Jen Reed. Well, I followed the first one, but yeah, she was went to the house with her friends, or with
friends,
her and Officer John. Oh yeah, her and John went to the house apparently. Well, they went to the house, not apparently, but
right.
John walked in, according to Karen, and nobody else seen him. And then I literally showed the pictures of John's arm. I said, what is this? What causes this? That's a dog. And I've had several people, that's a dog bite.
Yeah.
I'm not very sure because they said this is a car accident. And he looked at me and like, are you insane? Which is probably true. Sometimes.
Yeah, but you would have to be a friggin' mental case to say, you know what I mean? That the taillight bit them. Come on, dude. Stop. Cut it out. Nobody believes you.
But I know I've been on here a little bit, and that if anyone else wants to get on or.
No, it's all good, man. Hey, listen, it's about to be Christmas, man. I mean, come on, it's all good. Whatever you want to say, get it out, dude.
Oh no! If anyone else wants to get on, or
I don't know, probably not at this point, but we'll see. I'm always surprised.
Or out or whatever. I don't know.
Flamoxification. I do remember that kid, Dennis Martin, right? Missing kids. I remember that kid. I don't know. I want to say, was he from the 80s or was he from like the 50s or the 60s? He was like.
It was there, I think, in Tennessee or Kentucky because he was in the. That's the one he went to go hide. Him and his family went out there. Mother's Day or Father's Day, one of those days.
I don't remember.
And he went to go, and all the friends are like, "Oh, let's go hide." And he went to go hide, and then nobody found him. He hid in a bush, and then there was people. There was an account where somebody said they heard.
They could hear him, but they couldn't see him.
Well, they heard somebody walking away. They seen this person that was burly, kind of maybe a Bigfoot, maybe hairy guy.
Maybe a baby.
Was apparently carrying a kid.
I'm interested in the baby squatch. It'd be cool.
Even more interesting, this Dennis Martin case. There's a guy, Steve Stockton. He does.
I know Steve Stockton.
And he actually got to meet Dennis Martin's dad. He grew up in that area.
Yeah.
So he got to meet the dad, and he was around. He said even he was around the same age as Dennis, and he wasn't in the area at the time, obviously, but he was the same age in the same area. So it really touches for him.
So I just remember this one girl. I remember this one girl who became lost in. It's always the Smoky Mountains or Sierra, not Sierra, like Mount Siesta, stuff like that. And this girl had gone missing, and she was in the woods for 2.5 weeks. And they were like, how are you alive? Basically. And she's like, well, this other girl, I make up name like Clara, came and was my friend the whole time. You know what I mean? And made sure I was fed and made sure, you know what I mean, or whatever, and brought me into a cave and kept me alive. And it what? No, there's nobody around there that. But it wasn't she explains it it wasn't a human person. It was like a doll. But dolls can't keep humans alive for 3 weeks in the mountains in the middle of winter and shit. It's nuts. I mean, I don't even want to get into it
you said dog right. You said dog right.
Huh?
No, you said that apparently the dog, right?
No, I didn't say anything about a dog, but
No, doll or a dog.
a doll. Like she.
Oh, okay.
And then one other kid or a girl said it was with a bear. Like the bear took care of it. And like, well, that's crazy, but. And you would think the kid is lying or making shit up, but how did it survive for 3 weeks in the mountains with like a t-shirt on? Like,
So when you first said this story, it reminded me of one. Sorry to cut you off, but no, it was in North Carolina or South Carolina. And I remember it was big news. This young kid, I think he was a young boy, maybe 3 or something, he went missing. And everyone's like, trying to find him. And they had found him. And somebody asked him, well, what happened? He said, well, the bear took care of me. So North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
This is winter. If you go up to a bear and it's alive, you might not be alive. Next time, especially winter when they're hibernating. So was it a bear? Was it Sasquatch? Was it, whatever? No, when you said doll and I thought dog, I thought Dogman. Dogman. Do you know Dogman?
Hold on. Yeah. I've heard of the Dogman thing.
Yeah, and he's all over. In fact, in Arizona, we have the Skinwalker. You're not supposed to say that out loud, but I'm in Glendale, so yeah.
Yeah.
But no, even with shifting and weird stuff by pedal creatures like that, we're not alone.
No. I don't know.
Do you think we're ever going to find out? I don't think.
Probably not.
We can barely handle murder trials and stuff in real life, and then find out Bigfoot and UFOs and all this stuff is real. Nope.
Yeah, well, no, we're really terrible at this shit. Yeah.
And then you have people who are religious, and good for them, and to find out that maybe your religion might be wrong or might be different than what you think.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I was just I didn't want to dip out of the thing, but I was just trying to look some stuff up real quick. It's all over the place. It's crazy. There's nutty stuff. I mean, a lot of them you could be like, I don't know, but I mean, he doesn't. This is Dave Paulides is an intelligent guy. He just doesn't,
I don't know. I'll be honest. His son unalived himself.
Ben?
I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of after that, I started to watch him, and for me, I felt he went off the rails.
He did go off the rails.
Yeah, and so I haven't watched it since then. And everything, and I don't blame the man. He went through I have a little picture in the chat for Big Dog. It's my little dog, Skippy, and he passed away October 27th, 2023, and I've lost cats, dogs. I lost my dad. But just that little guy, hit me some way. And so losing somebody and grief and stuff, everyone handles it differently. So,
man, I get it. I get it, dude. I get it. God bless your little dog, and you know what I mean. Like I was saying earlier, I lost my parents in 2016, both of them. At different times. But yeah, it's it's terrible.
And the thing I learned with Dave, so he kind of got political too when I was watching him, and I'm like, I try to be neutral, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to watch him. Okay, I'm going to go to the next channel. And
that's exactly what I did, because he was really like becoming unglued, and I can't blame him. I can't blame him, but that's also like, it just got to be a lot, man. You know what I mean? So I get it. Yeah.
And I heard him on Coast to Coast. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's been showing up on,
No, I heard him on Coast to Coast AM.
Art Bell since, the early 90s, right?
George.
Yeah.
Well, George and George Norrie, and then they had George Knapp, and I think it was George Knapp that had Dave on there more. And just like how George
Jimmy
Knapp had
Church eventually for a little while too, yeah.
We got like a war zone here, so sorry if you hear the fireworks.
No, yeah, it's all good.
No, there's been two, but they've been loud.
But yeah, I mean, the guy lost his only son. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I heard that one.
That one was pretty low compared to the others. Glendale. That sounds normal. Is that gunshots or fireworks? Who knows?
You ever been to Dorchester?
Where?
Yeah, forget it.
Oh, no, up in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I believe it, though.
Yeah, plenty of gunfire up there.
Worcester? You said Worcester?
No. I was born in Worcester. That's not the Dorchester I meant.
Okay, so Worcester and Dorchester, right?
Yeah. Different things.
Okay. No, because I know they have. I'm sorry.
No. Don't be sorry. Nobody knows how to say this shit. The Glare does it all the time where the Glare mispronounces his shit on purpose to incite the chat. I catch him doing it all the time. And I'll call him out on it and he laughs and nobody else thinks he's doing it. And they're like, no, it's pronounced like this. And he knows damn well what he's doing. But.
Well, and even Emily D. Baker, because when I first got into law stuff, it was I watched Lawyer and he was covering Murdoch. And I'm like, I'm bored at work. Oh, I need something to listen to. He was covering it and he mentioned Emily D. Baker. Oh, she's live streaming it. So went over there and I finished Murdoch with her. And then eventually I found Broken Baker and all these other people, Runkle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so crazy
how
spread the community is. You got Melanie Little, you got Lawyer Broken Baker, Runkle, and then even better, you're not a lawyer, obviously.
You, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm not a lawyer,
Listen, the closest thing I ever got to a lawyer was being at the defendant's table. No. I'm nowhere near a lawyer.
But my thing is, when I started following this stuff, I knew stuff. Oh, Matlock. I watched Matlock. I'm like, oh, I'm cool. I'm going to go in and watch this trial, and this is going to be like Matlock or Perry Mason. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to figure this shit out real quick.
Matlock or Perry Mason. Yeah, and you actually learn stuff. You learn the terms. You actually learn, okay, so here's what a probable cause is. Here's all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I've learned so much about law, and it's amazing. It's cool. And there's so many fun people along the way.
Yeah. I mean, as long as the the community or the people you're following is, you know what I mean, then it's cool. If it's not, it can be toxic as shit, and there can be a lot of peckerheads.
No, and even if you got the 6 channel streams or whatever they're called, or 9 channels nowadays, or it doesn't appeal to me. Okay, next.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next channel. Okay, have a good day.
Yeah.
Like I watched the Karen Reed channel,
Mm-hmm.
and there was some people that maybe I like, but I don't follow as much anymore. And
Yeah, I mean,
Karen Reed.
Things come and go. Listen, I used to be like Crime Talk. Scott Reich was my guy. Like he was like one of my original true crime guys. Like I have many like I have them recorded right now. Where we talked many times, and he just took a super retarded take on Karen Reed, and I'm like, I can't like, and maybe in the future on something else, but I can't. You're talking crazy. You know what I mean? Like he's a defense attorney, and he completely took the prosecutor's angle, and I was like, what? It's just totally foreign to what I knew the guy for. And I'm just like, I can't hang with you no more, dude. Not that he gives a shit. He's got like 500,000 subscribers. He doesn't care. But I used to talk to him every Tuesday. He'd have a live show. I used to talk to him every Tuesday. I still got all the calls. And I even called him.
I'll give you an example. LTL.
Yeah.
No, Brian. Speaking of another Brian, geez, of course.
Yeah.
No, I like his channel and stuff, and I like how he did Enrique stuff, which I haven't heard anything about in ages, and I wonder about that. But,
Yeah, me too. A lot of people do.
No, I actually was thinking about that. I'm like, we know about Karen, we know about Sandra. What happened to Enrique? I was thinking about that. And
I don't know.
Because maybe no info was coming out.
I don't know.
No, I'd love to hear an update, actually.
I don't know. LTL seems to be the leading source on that, so we should probably, somebody should ask him.
But no, I like him, and I like some of the things he's covered. He's covered other things other than Karen sometimes.
Sure, yeah.
And stuff, and that's cool, And there's sometimes he has some certain guests on there, other than the retired police officer,
right?
Called Animal.
Right.
That he has, he has an animal. Everyone has an animal. We all have them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It is what it is, man. A lot of it's just, things ebb and flow, and people end up sucking, and then you end up liking these people that you didn't really know that you used to like before, and things change, and blah 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 blah. What are you gonna do?
Another good example.
Like, who am I? I'm just a guy who called into a show acting like another guy. And somehow now I have a show. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah. So who am I to? You know what I mean? Like say whatever.
There was somebody recently who had Ray from Dallas. He had Lindsay on, and then he even had Grant Smith Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay.
Yep.
And at first a lot of people are like, "Oh, don't watch this on different channels because of this." And I actually watched it. I thought it was informative.
I thought it was fine. Listen, usually you'll find you have probably more in common than you think and you do. Unless your name's Cryford or something like that. I can't get with that guy. I'm sorry.
Or Krusty. Don't forget.
Right. Complete. Oxygen thieves like that. I'm sorry. No, I'm just not doing it. So, there's limits, but whatever. I mean,
I used to like Cryford, but once the drama, and another thing that made me change my mind was when he went after Miss Shorty.
Yeah.
Miss Shorty was going to have Grant on, and just to have the interview. And for him to attack somebody, just to have an interview, just to attack somebody like that, I felt some way. And that's kind of what made me change my mind a little bit.
Yeah, I remember that thing, but I don't also have an opinion on it. So, like, some things I just don't give a shit about. You know what I mean? Like, either way, I don't know.
Fair enough. No, it's fine.
Like, I don't know. Just some things I just.
Have you always been in Massachusetts?
My entire life. I've never been. Well,
So is this like normal? Is this stuff? Is this normal?
What do you
like
mean?
The corruption and stuff, corruption and
Yeah.
craziness.
Yeah,
Is it normal?
Yeah. Yeah. If you look at my first live, I talk about corruption that happened in my own family. So
I'll have to go back.
yeah.
Like I said, this is my very first time coming onto your channel. My very first time calling in.
Yeah. Well, but I'm probably gonna take the next caller or maybe call it a night. But listen, call in next time. It's good talking to you. We covered a lot of topics, and maybe I'll have a little more. I'll have a little more 411 Dave Politis missing Can-Am 411 type shit next time or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or even do like a numbers or
Yeah.
a special stream or no, it'd be fun.
Yeah, I like different subjects. I like science and stuff. I like that stuff.
And it was fun talking to you. Getting to meet somebody from Massachusetts and talk about Massachusetts stuff and everything.
All right, man. Well, thanks for keeping Cardinal Stadium clean, and we'll talk to you again in the future.
Likewise, Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas to everyone in the chat.
All right, Merry Christmas, dude.
Have a safe Christmas and a New Year's as well.
All right, you as well. Watch out for the fireworks.
All right, later, buddy.
All right, man. All right, bye. All right, well, there you go. Jesus, that was a long call. But hey, he's a nice guy. So what do you think? 3.5 hours. Unfriggin' believable. I didn't think I had an hour of and I really didn't as far as material. And still don't. But with the phone calls, it's good to have people calling in. So if nobody calls like within a minute, I'm probably going to call it a night because my neck hurts just kind of sitting here. I don't know how these people do how they do this so much every day, day after day. How they do 12-hour streams. Are you kidding me? I couldn't do that. My neck is seizing up, for Christ's sakes. Oh. It's only been 3.5 hours. Yeah. 3 hours, 28 minutes. So, yeah. All right. Well, listen, thank you, everybody, for coming over here tonight and hanging out on Christmas Eve when, you either had nothing else to do or you didn't feel like doing what you could have been doing, or maybe you were doing. Maybe you were in a room full of people and you're just like, I can't stand them, any of them. You know what I mean? Which is, all of it's understandable, And listen, I didn't have to sit here by myself tonight and, whatever, you know what I mean? I talked to a bunch of you people, been on chat with a bunch of you people, conversed with a bunch of you people. So it's been really nice. And we'll do it again. Soon. I mean, I might even do it tomorrow. We'll do a Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day thing. Because I got to think that, the people that are, hanging out tonight until 11:10 p.m. are probably going to be around tomorrow. So maybe we'll do that. What do you think? Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year if I don't see you. And I don't get any good taglines or anything, but anyways, that's it. Thank you so much, everybody.
chest and the Timmons. Yo, I'm the man in charge, triple dip justice, my reach is large, indicting T-Rex arms, yeah they on display, short reach, big mess on a public way, yo. Adjust your antennas, tune in tight, Cossy rules the bench, I'm the law tonight. Be so high, they touch the sky, the joke ain't over, just watch me fly, yeah. Adjust your antennas, tune in tight, Cossy rules the bench, I'm the law tonight. Be so high, they touch the sky, the joke ain't over, just watch me fly, yeah. Advanced years, wisdom stacked, try me once, no turning back. James Jackson ordered, case dismissed. Cossy cheek strikes, you won't resist. Order in the court, the rhythm pounds. Justice echoes, breaking bounds. Prosecutor by day, mic in hand by night. Adjust your antennas, I'm the signal, alright. Antennas, tune in tight. Cossy rules the bench, I'm the law tonight. Be so high, they touch the sky. The joke